Greetings, listeners. Last time on the Velocity of Ping, we met our spacers in the big city, Hachago. They began to explore and found curious machinery everywhere they looked. They were last left playing with it, but as we rejoin them, we come first to Nareth. Nareth, when last we saw you, you had just put on the headset to enter Hachago and began down the Crimson Path. As you did, you saw the massive, hulking junk golem coming right at you, grappled you, picked you up, and threw you into a portal. You felt your body undergoing a similar sensation to one that you've felt several times before. The chilling of your extremities and then the subsequent thawing. Now you're standing in a pod-like cylinder which seems to heave and breathe with you as ooze drips down your form and sinks through a grate below your feet, and the pod breathes open both of its doors, allowing you to see your surroundings. And here is where you find yourself.
Right, yeah. Okay. I think that Nareth is going to look around, very confused, one might say. And I can't seem to... Oh, I can, there you go. Sorry, I'm just fiddling about my buttons to figure out if I can move. My motion seems... Okay, it's just a bit glitchy. So, is there anywhere... my sight is currently restricted by a fair bit. Am I able to see the whole room, or is it dark and I've got my torch on?
It's dark and you don't seem to have a torch on, but your eyes are oddly adjusting here. It's not dark vision, but you can see some in the dim light. And there also appear to be windows from which there isn't light entering or exiting, but you can see outside of them, and it looks like strange void, similar to space, but it's not moving like space should.
Okay, well she's doing literally what I'm having her do right now, where she is so confused. She's doing a circle of the room. She's found a door.
She has.
Which opens. Okay. Interesting. Right. Well, she's not going to do that first, because she's the kind of weird person that would continue to ignore the open door and continue circling around. Is there anyone else visible inside of these pod things?
There are several pods that are still closed and only a handful open. You see that the open ones have no one inside, but the closed ones all seem to have humanoids within.
Is there any way of determining if any of them are her friends, or...?
You can take a closer look at the pod and try to give me an investigation.
That is exactly what she's going to do. So she's going to, after circling the room and finding every available exit in this area, she is going to walk up to this pod, and I am going to... I'm going to go digital for now. I might switch to physical later, just because I want to roll my click-clacks, but for now, I can just find my... Did I accidentally close my character sheet? I may well have done. I think I did. That's fine.
You can pop them out now.
I can pop them out, and I'm very excited about that fact. Investigation.
Yes, please.
It is a normal roll. Nat 1. I see nothing.
As a matter of fact, the pod you're standing in front of looks a lot like Jane.
Oh shit, well I've got to get her out then. Do I have any of my stuff with me?
You have all of your things with you.
Great. She's deeply worried about what's happening to Jane. Oh, she is still cautious. Is she would opening the pod kill Jane?
It looks like Jane is suspended in the same sort of goo that you just came out of.
But it's not like her life systems, this is not a technology she's familiar with, but is it like she's on life support and I'm unplugging her if I open it, or is this like I can just crack some glass and she'll be fine and her lungs will take over?
Roll
Her
technology.
alien weird roll technology? I love technology, that's a roll I'm good at. Right. Oh, there you go.
You know this will not kill her.
Great. Nareth is going to... I think it just deleted my pop-out again. That's very strange. Something seems to be happening with the pop-outs, I think.
That's
I think
weird.
Maybe I'm just closing them on instinct and not noticing.
Oh, that could be.
That's very plausible. Okay. She is going to get a big old wrench. She has a giant wrench that functions as a mace, and she's just going to swing.
Okay. Roll to attack.
Right, well, do I have my I have my... I'm going to roll it as not an anti-matter attack, because that's a dex check. I will just roll a strength check with +2. Yeah, I'll just do it. It's just a +2 check, so... I'm gonna see if I can... sorry, I've got caps lock on, that's why.
That's alright.
Okay, that did not work. Did I not... Was I not meant to leave a gap?
Did you do a backslash before it?
I may not have done.
There you go.
There we are.
That hit.
There you go, 16, yeah.
So you strike the side of this cryo chamber, and the glass splinters outwards and shatters instantly across the floor, and this humanoid falls to the ground as the puddle of whatever was encapsulating them is no longer contained and spills likewise onto the floor. As they fall, you see that this is not Jane.
What? Who is it? Is it another Rothian?
You have no idea who this is, but it's not Jane.
But it's a Rothian then.
Roll investigation again.
Because obviously Jane's not much of not really going to be one that's going to. I rolled a physical dice instinctively. I'll do a digital one. I said I'm going to stick to digital today. I think.
Okay, whichever you prefer.
I'll see how it goes. I'll see if the digital dice favor me. I roll a 15.
That actually looks like a half elf.
Oh, that's
Not
weird.
like
Okay,
Swabi.
must have been like a
Who's a
silhouette.
whole
Okay,
elf.
are they alive?
They appear to be breathing.
They're breathing. Okay. Do they wake up or are they just completely unconscious still?
Completely unconscious on the floor.
Okay, so what Nareth is going to do? Nareth is going to go. Well, I have no idea what any of this does. What if they were just on holiday? What if this is like the path is for a holiday? Did I just cancel their holiday? That's weird. Okay. Nareth is going to pick up the presumably very squelchy half-elf, and just kind of put them back in the... Actually, there's probably broken glass. Nareth is inept.
That's
You know
alright,
what,
because
Nareth?
actually, Nareth, as you are singing, dancing, and thinking, Jane and Swabi, you hear smashing coming from the room next to you.
Oh. Jane, did you hear that?
What was it? The crashing noise or the weird squelching noise?
Both of those.
Yeah, let's investigate, because I can't understand languages. I'm feeling very empowered today.
Laura, are
Oh.
you gonna be okay there?
Lore tells you that, along with her Tressum familiar Pharnix, she's going to stay in the chair and attempt to cycle through all of the available options in order to gain a more complete understanding of how the machine works, and that once she's done, she will reach out to you psychically and call for help to get out of the machine and rejoin you.
I found Nerith! I found it! Then I hug Nerith from behind and I start squealing.
Nareth, I'm gonna roll a perception check to see if she noticed Jane.
Also, you can roll advantage because Jane made no secret. She went stomping through there. Nerith! Nerith! I hear you!
Alright, I'll roll with advantage, but there's a chance that she's worried she might have just screwed up someone's, like, existence. So, with advantage, I got an 11. Okay, she's not completely blind to your existence, so as you rush up, Nareth sort of turns around and says, I thought I accidentally killed someone thinking they were you! Oh, goodness me!
Aw, that's such a sign of love in Rothians. I love you too, Nerith. Look, I got Swabi.
Oh, there you are. You're alright.
What's happening?
What's going on? I'm very confused.
We're in some sort of alternate world. There's a a chair Lurkus is sitting in, trying to. It gives you powers and stuff. Look, and I'm just gonna I'm gonna use my bestial form feature to just sprout my wings again, even if it's slightly crowded in here.
I'm gonna get smacked by one of the wings. Go, ow! Walk away. Give you space.
You see across Suavi's back blossom 2 giant golden feathery wings.
Sorry, you found a machine that gave you wings.
It
Not
didn't
just
give
wings.
me- I
No.
could do things like this, and Jane's gonna randomly choose a language that they've heard and start talking in it fluently for a minute.
You hear Jane.
You just-
Go ahead, Nareth.
No. She was just there, being like, you just. Okay. What does this machine look like? Does it genetically modify you? Is it cybernetic, or is it just bullshit magic that none of us understand?
Well, probably that.
Ah, fucking hell! I can never anything understandable, is it? Ugh.
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. It did look very high tech and complicated and involved to me. Laura's sitting in it just now, trying to figure out how it works. Actually,
Wait, you left the wizard alone with a mysterious device? Oh, they're gonna blow it up.
she's
They're gonna
not
blow up.
alone. She has her dressing thing, whatever it is.
That's basically alone. The cat's probably just as mystically evil. Oh, not that Law's evil. You know what I mean.
Not Fernix. Fernix seemed evil. He's lovely.
Is it not a magic cat?
Yeah. But like,
It sounds intrinsically evil, that's just me, maybe. Also, there is this random half-elf on the floor that I thought was Jane, so I smashed the pod. I feel like I've done
You took me for a half elf.
Okay, the silhouette was very grey.
congrats to you for not seeing Ray Snarth. But what do we do now?
Like, they're not awake. I feel like I've done an oopsie, you know what I mean?
Well, if they're half elf, chances are they speak Elvish, so we can handle it if you don't know how to speak it.
I do not believe I know how to speak Elvish, so this is not a great time for me right now.
No, that's fine.
Okay, I mean, I'm really just happy to follow you guys. Yeah, I mostly I don't speak Elvish, so yeah, this is not my time right now. I'm just, you know what? I'm just gonna follow you guys, because what have you discovered apart from the weird machine that gave you wings, by any chance? A way out, perhaps? Supplies?
We're not. I don't feel like we're stuck in anywhere, though. I don't feel like I need to get out of here.
I mean, I don't remember how we got here. That's kind of where my concern comes from, you know?
I don't know how you got here either. We couldn't find you for a while.
Right.
Also-
Oh, are we going north? Is that where we're going? Okay.
I guess so.
There is another machine that gives you a power wash.
A power wash?
Yeah, do you not know what a power wash is?
How
No,
environmentally friendly? They have solar panels.
I'm just very confused. Okay, right. I will accept all of this information, and oh yes, they do have solar panels. But is there a sun?
Anyone who would like to see a sun can roll perception.
I would like to roll
Investigation,
perception.
whichever you'd like.
Oh, I'm good at I get a D4 to investigation.
There you go.
Wait, I rolled with
Here
advantage. for some
comes
reason.
the
Oh, no, no.
sun.
Jane, you don't see
It
any
burns
source
me.
of sun, and yet those panels are all radiating a soft warmth. Also, what did you do with the half-elf? Did you leave them on the floor there?
I kind of did, yeah. I really just don't know what to do
Right.
with them. I just kind of panicked. Oh,
If you
wait, I'll leave a note.
No. If you two want to explore, I can stick with the half elf.
I mean, or we could just leave a note. I feel like a note kind of does that, and you could write it in Elvish, which might help.
The decent thing if we check in on him, I suppose.
I think let's just leave them a note and say, oopsies, we broke your pod thinking you were someone else and were very confused by what was going on. Don't go too far, I guess. Yes. So Nareth is going to just pull out like some scrap paper. I think she probably let me check and see if she actually has them written down in her inventory, or if I'm gonna have to just.
No. Narit, I feel like it's a bit of a dick thing to do to just leave a note.
I mean, like, I don't really know what else to do apart from we could bring them with us. I don't really know what's going on with that, but we could try. I guess.
I don't know. Have you tried actually trying to wake them up?
I mean, like, I feel like being smashed in a glass tube and then dropped very weirdly onto the floor probably would wake up most people. So this is the reason I'm a little bit concerned about what's going on.
Can I, GM, may I roll like a medicine check to see if I can glean if they're gonna wake up or how they're doing? You
Yes,
know?
absolutely. You can roll medicine or perception, whatever you prefer.
Oh, I prefer perception.
May I do the same, even though I don't know anything about half elves except for throwing them in furnaces? Clearly.
Absolutely, you can.
Got a 17.
Suave, you see that that half-elf, that humanoid being, looks not completely finished.
Oh no. Nara.
What?
Nara, come look.
I don't
Yes,
think
ma'am.
it's on a vacation, is what you're trying
No.
to tell me.
Right, you see how there isn't the bit of skin between their two nostrils yet hasn't formed properly. They still have one nostril. Their ears look a bit misshapen. They don't have fingernails. I don't think this is a normal half elf, or if it is, then they're like gestating or something. I have no idea.
Do we need to put it back in so it cooks some more?
Probably if we haven't already buggered up the process. This wait.
So we-
GM,
This
We've
definite...
killed a non-existing person.
GM,
Mhm.
could I would Suave know anything about cloning? I might pull like he has been to the whole like plant they stole from where they made organ parts and things. Would Suave know about cloning at all?
I think he sure would. I think those are two dots he could connect.
Alright. Ah, this. Look at these pods. They aren't in stasis. They're being made, they're forming. They're asleep because they haven't been born yet. These are clones. Or something. They're artificial people.
Wait, what? What? We're made like this, kinda. Well, not real. Well, no, we're not that ugly.
Hi.
Are you looking into the different pods?
Yeah, what do I see?
Roll perception.
Okay.
You see a variety of different faces, some of which look strangely familiar to ones that you might have seen in town. You recognize that there's a dwarf with a golden complexion that looks a lot like someone
Is
you
that
saw
Josh?
in the cafe.
Is that Josh?
Nope.
Josh, do you need a pill? Oh,
Wait, Josh? Where are you seeing Josh?
I don't know. I don't think it's Josh, but it's like Uncanny Valley, and all the faces from the cafe is in this shit.
Jane, are you just joshing with me?
I don't understand this idiom. From where I come from, we don't use those jokes. But look, it's like half the people in the cafe, but also not. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of, but not really.
Oh.
That's
It's Uncanny
Very-
Valley.
very concerning. Okay, Why? What is this? Is this... I did say that there was a chance that this was all, like, one giant thing. It's just... Ah, goodness me. Okay.
So what do we do now then?
think I mean, you said you left Law somewhere to, like...
Aye.
I mean, okay, we can leave them there to keep investigating this weird machine. That might be worth the hassle, but it's just a little bit concerning, I think.
That's a little bit concerning. Where have you been this whole time?
No, it's just... Sorry, I was just staring at the elf. I was very concerned. Everything's concerning. Is that my catchphrase? Oh god.
You know, I'm not sure how much I like the idea of having the superpower of languages, considering the fact that this is what's cooking right next door to where I got it. You know, it's kind of like, would you go to a doctor who had a butcher shop next door? I don't think so.
I feel like, okay, not to be rude, Jane, but I feel like you kind of would.
I mean, that's different. I'm trying to explain it in a way for you all to understand.
No, you did very well in terms of the metaphor. I just feel as though like never mind. I'm just being pedantic.
This reminds me of a novel I once read called Nini Swad, and it had a very similar plot to this.
I'm not familiar. I prefer
I
non-fiction myself.
I think I've seen that book, but it was not one of, there wasn't enough. Yeah, okay, anyway, I know what book we're talking about. Also,
it was
this one's
literally a
open.
butcher with a barbershop on top.
Yes,
This one's
some of them are open. I came out of one. Wait, am I a clone?
Right, we're not fucking reality testing when we're already like a level deep into the Matrix, alright? There's
GM,
no
I
point.
pinched myself.
It hurts.
GM, what do I notice anything interesting about this open pod?
It looks very clean. There's no residual goo inside. There's nothing that looks unusual.
Is there any-
Roll investigation for me.
Is there anything on like the little pad thing? Oh.
Oh, you see purple hair stuck to the drain.
I think Grimace was in this one.
Who knew?
Purple monster from McDonald's. Okay. Okay. Well, Laura's okay. Lord is okay. Do any of you have purple hair?
Oh, I
I
knew
don't have
someone.
hair.
I knew someone who used to, but I myself don't.
Oh, never mind.
Anyone who wants to try and recall someone they know or have seen with purple hair can roll intelligence for me.
Oh, GM, I'm gonna message you something in a second if that's okay. I don't know if you can look at that when you're streaming.
What do you want me to roll for that?
Intelligence. Suave, you recall Jane as well. Cecil, the purple-haired tiefling that you met
Oh.
in the radio station.
Is none of this real? Like, okay, I know that I said that this could all be a simulation, but I wasn't expecting to be right. I'm used to being the paranoid weird one.
What about this one? Can I investigate this one?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You find a clump of dark hair in the drain. Dark black hair, very long.
Is that what the other lady at the radio station had, whose name I can't remember?
Certainly is.
Yeah, I'm drawing some connections to the people in the radio station. The purple hair, the black hair. Do you think they're
Right.
clones? They said they came from here.
I say clones. Clones is when there's a copy made of a person. These can also be artificially born people who don't have copies.
So is that? What if the powers we got are just being injected in them, and we just took their injections?
Which is what? Taking whose injections now?
We just took their injections. Like, so they was gonna learn the thing, and then, like maybe this guy was supposed to get the language power that I stole. What if I'm a thief now too, and I'm doing crimes?
What? This isn't the first time you've done crimes, is it?
No, yes. Yes,
Aha,
I did.
gotcha.
Never done a crime. Not
I
even
know
a
criminal
little
when I
bit.
see one, lady.
I feel like
Okay.
I feel like we have to remind you that technically, I think under the laws of the land that we left, we have all done crime. So I feel like that's a bit moot.
Oh, I don't know about that. But still, I think that those were their tubes.
What tubes now?
These life tubes. I think that's where they came from.
Oh.
Is there any like ID number or anything I can see on this at all?
They're completely unlabeled.
Are there any
yeah.
of them that I've seen that look like they're completely done being cooked yet, or whatever you want to call it?
Roll investigation.
Does everyone here seem like they're from the town we were at, or is there anyone else?
There are faces that you've seen in town, and there are faces that you definitely haven't. Complete strangers. They're of all different types of races. You don't see any Rothian, and you don't see any Gith or Videlkin. But Swavi, there are other elves. There are a lot of humanoids. There are there's a couple of dwarves and a couple of gnomes, but none of them stand out to you as particularly strange, other than the fact that they exist, but stranger than the one next to them.
And how many of them, if any at all, look empty?
There's a good handful that look empty. I would say a couple dozen. What's representative on the map is 3 rows, but there are probably 5 to 7 rows if you continue looking down the hallways and the stretches of this room. Probably over 100 pods, with a couple dozen empty and the rest full in various states of doneness.
Right. The only thing that's concerning me now is that, sure, there's people growing in these things. Who put them there? Who's making them? Where are they coming from?
Okay. Now that I've gotten past my extreme existential terror, a thought has just occurred to me. We are on a viciously dangerous journey throughout the unknown space. Exiled here for various crimes. Jane, we know you did crimes, you can't deny it.
Did you crimes?
As a result, I'm not saying we should take the schematics for a cloning pod, but if these are cloning pods, I'm just saying cloning pods could be very helpful.
Well, I definitely know that there's been lab-created organs and body parts and stuff. But as for whole people with personalities and memories and stuff.
To be fair, we're kind of clones. All we are drones made from our original ancestors, so this isn't too far-fetched. But also, we are injected with personalities, and that's what's concerning to me. I guess it shouldn't be. I shouldn't care. This would be great. We could just clone a bunch of aliens like you guys, throw them in like warship furnaces, but that's not where my mind is right now. But
oh, where is your mind at?
I think
don't know. I think I don't know. Wait, what?
Wait, yeah, what was that, Narit?
Nothing.
What'd you say about me?
Nothing.
Did you say I'm a bug? I'll show you
No,
bug.
I think... never mind. Never mind.
Okay. I'm not staying here. I will investigate other things.
Alright, check in on Lorcus maybe whilst you're at it.
Right, which rooms have you all been to so far? Just so I know.
We started off like to the right and down, and then back in on ourselves,
So like you do like to the right over here, you mean, and like this way over here?
Yeah, we haven't gone up to the upper left corner of this place yet.
Shall we go and look at the upper left corner and see what we can find?
What is in this
If you're
room
down
with
here,
DM?
So, Jane, you step into that room and you see several what look to be medical benches. You recognize these from your time on your similar ships. Roll perception for me. A couple of them are coated in the goo that you saw dripping off of Nerith.
I see that. Gross.
It looks like maybe it's some sort of recovery area. Maybe an assessment area.
Are any of the, like, it looks like there are, like, monitors on them? Some of them are on. Do they say anything, or does it just say, like, waiting, or, like, what do I see?
There are monitors. Some of them say, as you said, some of them say waiting. Some of them have old data on them. Some of them say in need of cleaning. One in particular, the bottom right, is errored out. That one, for some reason, just looks like a series of ones and zeros, and occasionally the word error flashes on the screen.
So there's nothing, like, I can hack into or, like, see, like, that there's information on it, right?
If you want to try, you can roll data for me. Ooh, nice. Okay. Actually,
Okay.
when you access that one, the error message, you get it to stop pinging, and you see, let me see here. You see the name Graxina, Graxina, and you see several values like what Lore was talking about earlier. It says like hit points 10, AC 11, and you don't quite know what that means, but that's what you see.
Okay. Is anyone good with things that medicate well? I guess I'll have to bother Loricus later.
I don't know if Narth and I are close enough to be able to hear anything Jane's saying.
Roll perception.
Yeah. Me or
No, Nerith and Swavi, to see if they can hear you from that distance.
do I mean to roll volume? But I'm.
Oh, Swavi, you don't hear anything.
I do have a feature to give myself advantage, but I'm not actively listening for anything, so...
Yeah, and you guys are outside of my 30-foot holokinetic thing. Well, alright, I'm gonna record the data then on my data pad and wait until Loricus is done doing her investigations and stuff to see if she can figure it out.
Alright. You start typing and recording the data down in your data pad and transferring all the information over. Meanwhile, Swavi and Nereth, you have stumbled into another room entirely.
We have. We are very unsure as to what we see. I'm going to do it so I can physically see the room, but yeah. Nereth is sort of like slowly peeking around. It looks like a control room of some kind. So what is this big thing with yellow circles? What is this big tank? And I assume these are control panels?
Roll perception to see what you see.
Is there any way I could identify anything in the room?
Specifically the technology pieces, I need a tech roll from both of you to see which ones you can tell are what.
Well, I made a perception check, and I just made a technology check as well.
Okay. Was the perception the 11? Yes. Okay. So,
Yes.
yeah, it looks like a general control room of some sort. You're not sure what it controls, but you're sure it controls some other part of this city. As for the technology check, you understand that these three machines on the far wall are the actual controls, while the machines on the right are the power sources. The darker machine with amber-colored generator tubes sticking out of it is gleaming and buzzing kind of violently, but it's bolted to the floor, and it seems like it's retrieving or receiving something from the nearby window. Likewise, it appears that that energy might be traveling through cable system or through the floor itself to the reservoir tank, which is the white thing above it.
A
Okay.
reservoir for what?
Whatever power is being generated and stored by that bottom machine, which seemingly is
Jane-
coming out of the void through the window.
Jane did mention seeing solar panels, so maybe this is the electric grid or something.
And that would make sense. That would make sense. I'm just. It looks like DM. Does it look like through the windows that we're out in space, or is it like some weird void? You've described it like a void, but I think you've used that before to also mean space. So I'm just clarifying.
Yeah, it looks like space, except the space should have some movement to it, some shimmer, some changes in light. Everything looks static.
Okay. Everything looks static. Okay. I'm going to go for a wild suggestion here. I'm going to say that I would like to use the will of my mind to open up a menu. I think we're in a simulation.
What kind of menu are you trying to open up?
Like a VR headset menu of some kind. You could just say it doesn't work. That is an absolutely acceptable answer.
You see continue, yes, no in front of you. Before
Wait,
your eyes.
what?
Does
I
anyone
press-
else see this or just Nara?
Yeah, is it?
Just
Does anyone
Nareth.
else see it? Just Nareth. Okay, Nareth pushes out towards no.
North pushes no.
No, sorry, no. I went no as in to turn it off, so continue yes.
Continue, yes.
Yes, continue yes.
Then it just disappears.
What if I press no and it just killed me?
You won't know unless you press no.
Do you want to continue existing? Nareth does turn around to Suavi and just kind of goes, okay, so you know how sometimes I just have ridiculous ideas?
Oh, that's a pretty normal thing for most people, but yeah.
No, but you know how sometimes I have them and they're right?
Oh, yeah.
Or is that a before now? Have you never actually witnessed me be correct about anything? Okay, regardless. I just had a moment where I was like, what if this is a simulation? So I just thought in my brain, right, menu, and I just really pictured a menu, and then a menu turned up in front of me. And it asked me if I want to continue.
Huh.
Do you want to give it a go, and then press the yes you want to continue option, and then come back and tell me?
Knowing, truth be told, I think there was some playing about us summoning stuff in our hands at the start. It's not just menus, I think we can kind of warp reality in general. It's just that this simulation's so realistic, I forget that it is one, if it is
Wait,
one.
this is the simulation? You know
Well,
this is the simulation?
From what I gather, I mean, we were told that we would have to put on these headsets and that it would be like going there, but not quite.
Right, because I don't remember doing any of that, I'm pretty sure, or did I? No, I put on a headset, but then it was something else. I'm so confused.
It's all a bit confusing, but there's a few things I'd like to try. I didn't see your menu though if it popped up, so you wouldn't see anything I made, right?
What if I just pressed no and leave? What would that do
Don't-
to me?
I wouldn't try that until we're sure of what we're doing. We'll discuss that option a bit more, but let me
Right,
see.
okay, so this is like a control center. Let's see if we can find a different room.
GM,
Oh, I'll wait.
Yes, Suavi.
could he focus really, really hard and try to summon someone from his past that he knows?
Potentially. Who are you trying to summon?
Um, Candace.
Really focus on Candace. Where are you trying to summon Candace?
Just right in front of me.
You see the shape that you're looking for in front of you. But they don't move. It looks almost like they're a ghost.
Ah. Right. I dismiss whatever it is and just kind of turn around and
The
follow
moment you
Nara
turn
again.
around and stop thinking about that shape, it disappears from your vision and from existence.
Right. Where to now?
Honestly, not the faintest idea. Okay. Let's go. There was a pathway up that no one's been to, so I think we should go north. Although,
was.
where is Jane currently? Did she go north?
Exactly.
Well, I asked her to check on Lore, but
Jane, you're still in the medical bay and looking in the room adjacent now, correct?
Oh, what the
Yes, you are.
Whoa. Wow. What is it?
That's a site you recognize, actually. I don't even think you need to roll technology. Those look almost identical to the generators that you've seen on Rothian ships.
How'd they get technology?
Although you don't see, usually there are several ports. It looks like a large steel handle that you can pull a drawer open where you stuff whatever humanoid. But you don't see that
Yeah.
here, so there's no like
What the-
input.
What
But
the
it looks,
hell?
other than that, it looks almost exactly like a Rothian energy generator.
That is. How? Did they. There was a crime done, and they stole our technology, clearly. I'm gonna go back and try to find everyone else, because I'm very pleased with what I found. There's obviously crimes going on here.
Jane has uncovered crimes and is racing to find her friends who have re-entered the cryo chamber where she finds them.
Yes. Just in case you need to find us, we are specifically. Oh, there you are. I was trying to.
They stole our generator of energy, but then they took away the fun part.
sorry, what?
They
Oh,
helped
this isn't from our
energy
ship.
generator. Well, no, the Rothian one. But there's no place to put bodies for fuel.
That's
Right.
kind of a good thing, I think.
That's the fun part.
That's Jane. What you find fun is deeply traumatizing.
But they stole it. They stole it. Well, I don't know how they even. I don't know how they did it. I don't trust this place, and I want this power taken out of my head. I don't want to know how to speak languages anymore.
Jane, as soon as you say that, it's gone.
Whoa. Hello?
Oh,
Buongiorno. No, I don't know how to do it anymore. Okay.
what fucking language is that?
I don't know,
Turkish?
but it wasn't. Maybe.
Okay,
do
a
like
thought
fine.
just occurs. Wait, you tell us that you can't speak the languages anymore. You just said that, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try and see if I can do something. I would like to have a motorcycle.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's
I just
pretty
picture-
badass if you know it. I respect that.
I picture a motorcycle.
You all
Like-
see Nerith sitting on a motorcycle.
And then I make it go away.
That's so cool. Oh,
And
Oh,
it's gone.
why did you do that? That was like the coolest thing you've ever done.
No, that's fine. I do like motorbikes. That's actually one of my favorite types of transport. It's really some people might say it's the only time I truly feel alive.
Jane wants to picture herself on a motorcycle as well now.
There's one right between your legs.
Oh, this is so cool.
Suavi's gonna picture himself on a Segway.
Bobby's standing on a Segway. Motorized. You all have your various types of transportation humming away.
I'm gonna attempt to move on it now. Can it actually transport me, or is it just a thing?
No, it carries you. Carries you smoothly, just as you would expect a Segway to do.
Just kind of faffing around like Segway Steve from Happy Wheels, just, you know.
Okay,
Motorbikes are cool, but you both summoned one, and I wanted to be contrarian.
that's entirely respectable. Nerth is not currently on her motorbike, and it's like, okay, so it seems as though this is entirely, definitely fake. So why are we here? What is the purpose of this? Is it just to make us question reality? Is that...
They
We're going
just
to go-
kept telling us we should go here. I feel like we got peer pressured into it.
What if they're scanning our brains so that they can replace us?
Pfft, good luck scanning through mine. It's a whole bunch of fucking useless shit.
Oh god, what if they are? Let's get the hell out of here!
Suave, when you step on that plate, you instantly feel warmth radiating through your body. And anything that was remaining on you that was in any way moist or containing liquid is dry.
Oh, that was a pleasant gust up angles I didn't know I had. Hello. If you stand on these plate things, apparently you get a free whole body blow dry.
Oh, fine, I'll
Feels
do
kind
that
of
as
nice.
well.
I might do that again just for fun.
The same thing happens, Nareth. You feel all of that liquid that was still stuck into your clothes, all of that ooze, it's gone. You're now nice and dry and pleasantly warm.
Lovely.
Wait, no. Right, why on earth are these devices here if we can just control this shit with our minds anyway? I wanna be damp again.
You are.
Alright, I wanna be dry again.
You are.
Well then what's the fucking point of these rooms then? Now I'm
Maybe
confused.
Maybe it's just because maybe what they do is they occasionally do it so that each time what's the word in my brain? Maybe it's like they put people in that don't realize they're in a simulation. That's how it works.
Right. Oh, it's to promote suspension of non-believing or something.
Yes, whatever that is. Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Right. Makes sense, I suppose. Oh,
Jane,
now
where
hurry
have you
after.
gotten off to? Oh, Jane is back at the
Washing
sink.
my hand!
Of course.
Rightfully so.
But I'm sitting here being like, the water's off, the water's on. It's just turning off and on in my mind, and I hate it. At least I assume so.
It certainly does.
I hate it! My hands are clean. My hands are clean. Oh god. I can't tell if they're really clean! Anyway, so Jane is now running around frantically because she's very upset.
Jane is storming around frantically as Suave and Nareth continue to investigate northwards.
Oi, Nareth, where's Jane got to?
Honestly, not a clue. Okay, I like Jane about as much as anyone who's forced to now spend potentially the rest of their existence with someone else is forced to do so, but
Hey, she ain't that bad.
No, that's what I'm saying, in that it's, there's worse ways or there's worse people to spend the rest of potentially your entire existence with. I'm just a little bit worried, like, in a
Right.
general sense about her mannerisms. She's feeling very erratic. But I thought Rothians were like this devastating, horrifying group of terrible creatures that seek to destroy all, and
Would you rather she were? Would you rather she be biting your head off right now or something?
no, it's just, I don't know, it just feels like there's something a little off about her, and sometimes I'm just a little worried because she's so kind of like not really destructive, but like it's just a bit concerning sometimes. If you know what I'm saying, is that it's like she's so eccentric and out of control in terms of her. I don't know. She's nice. She really is nice. I really like her. It's just, you know, in as much as you can like a terrifying ruffian, it's just, you know.
Well, I
Does that
see
make
where
any
you're,
sense? Like,
I see where you're coming from, but you know, nobody's perfect. Sure, she's got a little bit of obsessive compulsive doohickey.
oh please, I
washing hands.
understand. I understand that. That's fine. Not surprising. You know what I mean? In terms of like, I don't
Wait.
know.
We all got our problems and issues. It ain't really my place to judge. I'm just the guy who hires out his guns. You know.
Valid and respectable, I suppose. I don't know. Anyway, let's go find Jane. I think it's very rude of me to It's just, I don't know. I'm just being very rude. I think let's just That's...
Well, yeah. Would we be able to figure out where she got to, GM? Do you
Well-
remember the direction she went?
Jane, when she runs, is not quiet, so you can definitely discern the direction of her running to the southeast of you. It sounds like it's
Oh.
coming from the room Lore was in.
How tall is Jane again? Even?
Like 7 foot tall?
Yep.
Yeah. She's a very tall Rothian, so big feet.
Big Mama Ruth lady.
Mm-hmm.
You coming?
Yes. Yes. Like, oh, wrong direction. I just
Yeah, over this way.
Yep.
Hello. Looking for
Hi.
you. What's up?
Everything is what you want it to be here, and it's very discomforting.
Oh, hey. Oh, right. I know that we can summon things for ourselves. But if you'll pardon me a moment. Swabby's just gonna smirk a little bit. What was that dress you were wearing again, Jane? Do you wanna put that back on, maybe?
I'm not gonna think about it. I'm not gonna think about it. Not gonna think about it, and then it appears.
Jane's wearing that yellow dress from the Rusted Labyrinth.
Oh,
This
there we
almost
go.
made me nervous.
Sorry, could you say that again? I think I may not have heard you properly.
I'm pretty sure this dress made me want you to have a necklace, and it was a bad necklace.
Right.
Not doing that right now, though, so I guess there's that. I think Veronica's just so busy.
Oh, that's fair.
There's more up here. There's like whole medical stuff.
Up where? Oh. Can anything of it's valuable? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't think any of it's
don't
real.
know.
That's kind of more my concern. Oh, could we determine what any of this is, GM?
Yes, absolutely. You see that the terminal you're beside actually has already been interfaced with, and it's displaying a wealth of information. The other terminals have varying degrees of information and error screens, as well as ooze splatters that you recognize from having been on your own clothing. If you want to interface with any particular terminal, you can stand in front of it and roll a data check.
I roll a data check. I roll very well.
That one you see says Gruxina, and you see similar values to what, well, you weren't there when Lore was describing them, actually, never mind. You see the numbers 10, several ones and zeros, strings of letters and numbers, as if describing mathematical equations regarding a fictional character. Something called hit points, something called AC for a person named Gruxina.
Could I try? Okay, so this is getting a bit meta. Can I try and pull up my own stats?
Are you gonna sit on the medical bay?
Yes,
Medbase gone, let's go.
I am going to. This is going to kill me, and I fully accept all this knowledge.
Very sus.
I'm
You go
gonna
ahead.
pull your stats.
Go ahead and get into the medical bay, and it scans you. And anybody who's looking at the readout, you can see the numbers 13, the numbers 2, the number 12, 30, plus 2. You see strings of numbers and letters tied together in a very similar fashion that the screen was showing you Suavi and Jane in the machine Lorcas is hooked up to. That was what was related on one of the large screens on a bigger scale.
Oh,
Is it possible-
nice. You have the same kind of similar numbers as me.
Okay, that's good, right?
Except my that 12's higher.
Sure. Okay. Right. Sorry, I'm just so.
So did we
Deeply-
see sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but did we see Nerith's stat about like anything like about, you know, intelligence or stuff that we don't usually see them use?
You saw. Roll investigation for me if you're looking for something strange within Nerith statistics.
Okay. No.
You see that they only speak one language, and that's common.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know what to do with this information.
Is it
Um,
editable? Is this like we can edit ourselves in the simulation? Like I try and edit the details.
What are you trying to edit?
I'm going to. Okay, so this is so meta that I feel like I have to. Like, what's the funniest thing? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna just DM. Can I just roll a percentile and you tell me what number I'm looking at, and I'm just gonna say what I change it to.
Sure.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll a percentile physically, just because I don't want to type that in, and that's a lot of hassle. I rolled a 21. What does a 21 represent?
You are looking at your height.
I'm looking at my height. Okay. I increase the number representing my height by a foot.
You both see, within a blink, Nereth grow a foot taller.
That was creepy. It sounded awful listening to your bones.
Nara, you're starting to look a little bit lanky around the joints. You alright?
I change it back.
And you see Nereth
that
shrink.
that sounded
not
even
hurt?
worse.
Does that not hurt or nothing?
And no, I think it's just representing our digital avatars.
Hold on. Right. Let me fuck around with this.
But didn't it say that whatever we do here affects us in the real world? Assuming this is a simulation.
Maybe our brains. I don't know if it has the power to change our bodies, magic or placebo.
But what if we
Just-
die doing this?
What? Right. Is it not the case as well that those who are sitting outside can like? Do you remember that radio station we were in? Did the other people in there actually come in with us, or are they watching our actual bodies right now?
I haven't seen them. I don't think they put any headgear on.
Well then, they'll be looking after us in the real world then, won't they? So DM, can Suavi search for certain measurements and see if he can change them?
Suavi may
can-
search for whatever measurements he likes. Give investigation
can-
to see if he finds it.
Oh, Jay's gonna nudge Swaggy, but are you looking for your elbow measurements? Because your elbow's just
Oh.
fine how it just say it.
You
Thank
find what
you,
you're
but-
looking for, Suavi.
Jane's looking over Swaggy's shoulder with her eyes real big, like, oh, okay.
Well, no. This does
Thanks,
put a smile
Suavi.
on my face.
Dang, Swaggy.
Right. Well, I remember that's there. I'm not gonna return it to normal.
With an 18, you
Just,
can adjust them as you like.
Cool. Might make my eyes a little nicer. I don't know how fine-tuney I can get. Does it take decimal points? I don't know.
It does, indeed. You can get down to 3 decimal points. Also, listening while playing just tipped $1. Thank you so very much, listening while playing. We love you.
Yay! What a
Thank
username!
you.
Especially while
Line
tipping
up on my
during-
rosy and hot.
That dollar goes directly in Suavi's waistband.
Yay! I don't know how long Suavi needs to take, or if I need to roll anything for Suavi to just minorly, very subtly edit himself into a more Hollywood-friendly version.
Are you trying to do so without your friends noticing?
Not necessarily. No, he has no shame.
Okay, then yeah. Then you don't need to roll anything further. If you are just going to go ahead and make your edits, then you can with that 18.
Oh well. Thank goodness I didn't take up that offer of a gym membership, huh? I wonder if I could give myself a beard. That'd be
Okay,
nice.
I don't think it's going to carry over though. Is the primary concern
can
that I
en-
have there.
I can enjoy it while it lasts, alright?
Bobby,
That's
I think you're perfect the way you are.
Getting stabbed just tipped 420. Thank you very much, Stabby.
Why are you tipping into the own?
I love you so much, Stabs. Thank you. Cheers to that. Cheers to anybody who enjoys if you're listening. Suavi has made his edits. Is anybody else making any alterations to themselves?
No. As much as I'm gonna let you peek behind my brain for a minute, and if my character was an absolute psychopath, I would absolutely have them seek out a method with which to increase their power. So I would look for the level that and max it out. But I'm very upset that I cannot do that in this precise moment. But no, the rest won't do anything.
I
Oh,
love the
Suavi's
thought.
give. I don't know if this is just able to edit measurements, or if it can also be used to, for example, let Suavi give himself some form of facial hair.
Suavi, you may have your beard. And Nareth, you have inspiration for that thought. And for your
Yay!
self-restraint for not leveling yourself up to 20.
Wow. How do you rule inspiration points in this game whilst we're at it?
Not auto success, but the best well, not auto failure or an attempt at reroll, depending on how you want to use it.
Does Lore seem to be doing okay? No concerns in that area.
Lore has found your specific power set, Suavi, and has grown wings of her own, although hers are green and leathery.
Well, that's fun.
I just don't trust it.
But she says she's fine, and her and Fernix are still going through the various skill set, and she's happily writing down her data in her data pad.
Very well. Leave her to it. Just gonna follow Jane around.
I'm looking at a window with a face of existential dread.
You alright there?
I just don't feel good about any of this.
But I mean, do you want to talk about it? Do you have any reason why, or?
There's just something that I'm not supposed to have instincts. I think I'm supposed to just follow like a normal code of conduct in my genes. But I get these weird feelings in my stomach that says, "No, Jane, this is wrong. This is bad. Something's wrong." Yeah, I'm a little hungry too, I think.
Oh well, I don't know if this being a simulation, it would hurt me, or it would be bad if, like, I don't know. What happens normally when you get the psychic energy from something?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Well, yeah, usually we just get it transmitted to us, but I drank that one soda that had the worms in it. That just tickled on the way down. But, DM, can I just imagine one of the psi worms in my hand?
Yes, you absolutely can. And then there it is, right in your hand.
Okay. I'm gonna drink it. And see if it fills my stomach.
You do, and it does.
Okay, I'm fine, but also I still feel anxious. It's just, in Rothian, you know where I'm from, you never given anything for free. And it just seems like we're being given a lot of stuff for free for nothing, and I just don't trust it.
I really
Just
don't think
don't
any of
trust
it's
it.
going. I really don't think any of it's going to actually last. Is kind of the point that I'm trying to make here.
But still, the experience of this, there's gotta be some cost to it, right?
I mean, they could be killing us. I'm just going to point that out.
Oh.
Like, we could already be dead. So that, I did mention to Suavi earlier that we do have a what's the word? Sorry, I just realized I wasn't actually with the group. I was so focused on. Oh, is that not the direction they went? Oh, have I gone the wrong way?
No, but you
Oh,
know
yeah.
what that is.
I do know what that is. Okay, I will stick with the group first, and then you can tell me what that is in a minute, because that's probably.
You know that looks like what Jane was describing to be a Rothian energy reactor.
Right, okay. So I have a quick look at that, then turn around and return. Just for the sake of that.
I don't... What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? I mean,
we could just leave. I did find a way out, and the way out is our minds.
My god.
what?
I said that I found the menu that lets us leave, but also
Oh,
my kills.
right,
I don't.
that thing.
I
Yeah.
wasn't here for that.
No, I was about to say, but then I realized I was talking to the air because I realized that you'd walked away and were discussing other things. I could hear your voices coming down the corridors, and somehow that my brain established that as me being still next to you. So yes, I mentioned with Suavi back when we found what we think is maybe the control room. What essentially, if you think about trying to leave or summoning forth like a menu in a virtual reality headset, it pops up and says, "Do you want to continue?" Now, I don't know if it's asking, "Do you want to continue with the simulation?" or if it's asking me if I want to continue living. So I was too afraid to press the "Do I want to continue?" no answer.
That does not sound like you found a way out, but...
I mean, it might. I have to presume that it is. That's the thing.
Well, yeah, as long as we're of the understanding that no longer living is not an acceptable way out.
No, that is correct. Although there is technically DM, if I'm not mistaken, is it common knowledge that there is technically an afterlife because of the outer plane?
Yes, technically.
I mean,
You're not there.
but yeah, no, we're not there. Nareth just kind of goes. I mean, yes, dying is bad, but it is technically a very permanent way out.
This conversation's depressing the shit out of me.
Yeah, I'm not enjoying it either.
That's fair. That's fair. That happens a lot. People really like to tell me that I'm really just a bit of a party pooper. So it's yeah. I don't get invited out to very many parties much.
Well, regardless of that, Laura here still seems a bit busy. I don't reckon we can leave just yet. I'd rather stick together as a group. I know how anxious it was when you were missing for ages. There was this whole red maze type thing, and there was this fucking janky ass trash monster.
Wait, there was a red maze? DM, did I encounter a red maze?
Nareth, yes, that's
No.
exactly what you remember. And when he says trash monster, you are violently reminded of the thing that picked you up and threw you into a portal.
Right, yes, a giant trash monster threw me into a portal.
Oh, you were there for that, right?
No, I think that happened separately. I think I got distracted and then you went off and did some other stuff, or I went off and did some other stuff, and then that happened separately.
Right. Well, I think we found each other again, and I wouldn't recommend splitting up too far, including some of us returning to the real world without everyone else. That seems like a bit of a distance to split up for.
Lore
Now I
tells
have to
you
agree with that.
Lore tells you that if you'd like to continue on, she's satisfied with her progress with the machine and would go with the group so as not to hold you back.
Are you sure?
Yep, she's sure.
Very well. As long as we do it as a group is all I'm saying.
Was there any extra doors in the Rothian energy chamber room, or was that just a thing by itself?
You only saw one way in and one way out.
Right. Okay.
And off the med bay.
Hmm.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, we did see one. We did see this. Yeah. What is DM? What is this bit here around down? It looks like there's a like a spacewalk section or something. Because there's an extra room that we can't seem to find a way to access. It looks like.
Oh, you can reach all of the rooms.
Can we? Have I just forgotten or not? Oh look, there's a door here. Has anyone been down to the south bit here?
No, and I think that's a window.
Yes, that's where the sinks are. The sinks are in there.
Oh, I
I
see. Never
know.
mind. Right. If that's where the
But then
sinks
there's
are.
another set. There's some more doors if you won't go this way. Check it out. Over here. Is this where you're looking?
Where? I can't see you.
Okay, I'm gonna just send a message over to Neris since I can think about it and it happens. I'll be like, come this way. You see me?
Can you ping? Because I can't see where you've gone.
Go south.
Oh, south. Oh, so it is through those doors. My mistake.
Yeah.
I thought you'd gone through a different direction.
No. This way, sir. This way, sir. This way, Swabby. Come on, Swabby. Come on, buddy. You look
Right,
very nice
yes.
today. Neris, ma'am, this way.
Ah, yes. I see what you mean in terms of there is a
Ma'am?
door. What on earth is
You
that?
like this, ma'am? I'm just showing everybody around, trying to be in a good mood. Okay, here's the deal. I don't know what any of this is. It's not. This is stuff that we never connect to Rothian energy sources, so that's why I'm very confused as to why there's a generator here and yet all these weird foreign technical things.
Can I recognize any of these bits and pieces, DM?
Anyone who would like to can roll technology. Ooh.
I guess I do recognize it.
Oh!
Swabby does. Nareth does. Jane, you do not. Swabby, upon second glance, and Nareth upon first blush, you see that these look to be maybe testing equipment. Swabby, you put together the thought of your powers and this machine and wonder what it might do for somebody who was extraordinarily enabled. What if you might be able to say, you recall Jane's power of being able to psychically lift things when she had that, and you wonder if somebody with that kind of power could try and lift this hulking machine in front of you. It gives you the vibe of a weight room or a practice room.
Not that I've been around Rothian ships much, but I might have seen something like this before. But more for testing sort of stuff. Ooh, beat changed up, okay.
For some reason, I cannot hear you, so...
No,
That's
hello,
weird.
hello.
Love a bit of tech issues.
Can everyone else hear me? Can anyone
I
hear
think
me
it's just
whatsoever?
my headset.
I can hear you just fine.
Ah.
There we go. Yep, I'm sorry. My headset decided it wanted to screw me over and make sure I couldn't hear everybody. But I can hear now. If you would say again, Swabby.
Oh, not that I've been around Rothian ships much, but I might have seen something like this before somewhere that seemed more like testing equipment and like this might be able to be moved. Maybe there's something underneath it we can't see that would unlock a few things.
You get the feeling that it would take all four of you and maybe more to move this thing to get by physical prowess alone. It looks massively heavy. It's made of iron and steel, and it's larger than all of you put together.
Bit too heavy for just us four to do, though. Even with my new bestial stuff I can do.
I mean, I can just summon a giant exosuit to pick it up. I don't really see what the issue is here.
Yeah, you could do that. And as you say that, a giant exosuit appears next to you, and it has a perfectly Nerith-shaped hole in it.
Great. Why are we lifting this up? I'm a little confused.
You lift it up
Oh,
quite
right.
easily.
We're in a simulation.
Yeah, you just do what you want. Like,
I keep
do it for the
forgetting that.
lol. Yeah, it's...
Power to them, it's very convincing.
Yes, it really is very convincing. This is the sort of thing I like, because it shows what technology can do. Unless, you know, it's not really technology at that point, it just makes me depressed.
Is there any particular reason that you're so, like, magiphobic?
It's just, like... Some things you just get, some things you just don't get, and I've never understood magic. It's always felt so very strange and weird, and... I don't know, it's just something I've kind of always just never really been comfortable with. Technology is something you can understand. Magic is just kind of... Ooh... With the power of my mind, I've blown up your head, and I'm like, well, how was I meant to stop that? That's...
Well, then
Yeah,
imagine
maybe
my
you're not meant
frustration
to
of being
stop it.
shit at both.
You're not shit at technology. You have a gun. That's great at technology. It's really astounding.
I'm nowhere near as good at it as you. Or Laura, or Jane even, probably.
I don't do magic. I'm just a Rosian.
No, like, more technology side of things. I can tinker, but, like...
I can audit your taxes.
I don't pay my taxes, dear, but thank you.
That's fine. I'll still audit them.
Lore follows along with you, Swabi and Jane. Nereth, are you going to stay in the training room, or are you going to follow your friends?
No, she's going to follow. Sorry, I was just,
No, you're fine.
I was thinking about, as she gets out of the exosuit and de-summons it again, it's whenever I'm not using something, presume she's not got it, otherwise it's just gonna
Sure.
cause no end of problems. And we see,
Oh,
this looks like a
my-
teleport room.
my
That's what
foundry
it
is
is.
going hecking nuts.
Is it?
That's fun. Yeah, it's flickering in and out of existence in the game. It's,
Oh, that's fun.
yeah.
It just really likes this whole city.
Yeah, it does. Okay, it's loaded back in more stable now, but a couple of the counters have lost their texture somewhat, and there are no longer any walls or light physics.
That's fun. Well, you
Yeah.
find yourself in the room that you found yourself in initially when you came to this city, standing among the teleportation stations that you had stood on originally, in front of several pod-looking headgear situations, but none of them lowered.
Well, is this how we return to our other bodies then?
I mean, I guess that makes a lot of sense, I suppose.
Well,
Let's try it. I step into one.
here's hoping for the muscles and beard when he come out.
You're getting awfully brave over there, yeah? You're a brave girl.
It's
yeah,
technology. This is the one thing I understand. And she steps into the pod.
You step in
Okay.
and nothing happens.
Oh, okay. Maybe this is.
Can I like can I just tap my heels together? There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
You close your eyes.
Yeah?
You see Swabi disappear in front of you, everyone.
Sayonara, bastards.
Right.
is gone.
Do you think that's the only password? I guess there's no place like home. I don't know if that feels.
Are you trying to leave?
Yes, but very tentatively. She was a lot. Her bravery has quickly diminished moments after this conversation.
When you say there's no place like home, nothing particularly happens. A few more moments pass. And as you exhale a sigh of relief, you feel yourself leaving this place, and Jane, you and Laura are left here.
Oh, I guess I'm gonna leave too. There's no place like home.
And as you and Laura commit yourself to the thought of leaving, both of you do just that. And as we're actually transitioning here, I was going to wait 10 minutes and do it on the half hour, but this seems like the perfect time. Let's go ahead and take a 10-minute bio break, and we'll meet you back here right on the half hour, okay?
Okay.
Yay! All right, everybody, we'll be right back.
Suavio.
And we return with a Suavio. And we're back. As you open your eyes, you see not the end of your lives, but the radio station. And the augmented reality headsets that you had put on, still on your heads, but now they are powered down.
Take mine off, glance down at myself.
Carlotta is there and she happily takes it back from you. Well, how'd it go?
Right, yeah, GM, do I still have the stuff from in the simulation, or
You still have the abilities that you gained, yes.
do I still look the same?
Yes.
You
Oh.
got. Excuse me.
Yes.
What's up with that generator?
Generator?
Yeah, in the big city. I saw
Oh.
your hairs there. You've been there.
Yes, I'm from there.
You were born there?
I guess.
Oh, that's neat. So what's up with my generator?
That's your
I mean, our
generator.
Yeah, you're at me. That's a Rothian generator, you idea. But there was no fun drawer. Why didn't you guys keep the fun drawer? I was like half the fun.
It's Rothian? I didn't know where the technology came from. Carlotta!
We're really good at stuff, but you guys, there's like a drawer usually you put the bodies in, and you guys didn't
Wait.
have that. It's kind of impressive, honestly.
A
Wait,
drawer.
so
And then you see Carlotta give you a notepad or hold it out towards you as a sketch of the reactor as you've seen it. Where?
Oh.
Where do you see it? I've been studying this. Where's there a drawer?
Oh, so it's usually right there. And she starts drawing on the
Oh,
drawer.
right
It's
here?
like usually we put bodies in it, but you don't really. It seems like yours works without bodies, which is much more efficient. I must say, I'm impressed.
wait, Jane. So you're telling me that Rhodians, right, have this kind of similar furnace-looking thing. Rhodians all create their population with like artificial generators and cloning. So what's not to say that that whole little world we were just in wasn't some sort of Rhodian operation?
You guys want to hang? You guys what? I didn't do any crimes. The Rosians are fine with me. I promise.
That was nowhere near anything what I said. You
Oh.
did not respond to any legitimate points I made there. Jane, are you okay?
I'm fine. I have so many questions, but also I don't know if I want the answers.
Hey, wait. Can I sprout my wings again?
You may.
Oh, fuck, I could still do this as well.
Wait a minute. I thought that was virtual reality.
No, I am very confused now.
You see Suavi sprout a pair of golden feathered wings from his back.
Wait a minute. I thought Does that mean I could have fiddled about with with reality? What on earth is... What is this?
Right. Suavi's gonna turn to the two radio station people and be like, right, if you don't know about that, what else don't you know about? Have you sat yourselves down in the chair?
Yes, but you can still. You weren't
Still
able
what?
to do this before, right?
No, I was not. I sat down in this chair. One of my friends over there fiddled with this computer on the wall, and now I can just... It's not even hard. It's not even difficult. It doesn't hurt. I can just do this now.
You see both of their mouths have dropped open in awe and they're staring at you agape.
Were we just made into experiments?
Well, you can roll insight if you like.
Ah, fuck, Suavi's
Well, I'm
rolling.
gonna. Well, I want to take after I got hit.
Ah, fuck me sideways.
No. But we just didn't know that. I mean, we can, like we said, we're from there. We've gone there. We've sat in the chair. We've seen everything. We've done that. But when we come back here, we're normal again.
Well, then what makes us different?
How dare you call them abnormal?
Maybe it's because you're not from Chicago.
That's a point. But there were right. Okay, so you know about the chair, but you couldn't use it. What on earth is up with all those little cloning body pod things?
Oh, the pods. That's where we come from. That's where we go
Wait,
back
that-
to if the golem catches us.
Wait, so none of yous were born like from a mother and father, like the normal?
Hey,
You know.
I wasn't either.
What? Oh, right. Sorry, I shouldn't be so biased. To,
That's
Well,
not
maybe
how things
eccentric.
happen here.
No, but you know what I'm talking about, right?
I-
Normally there's like two parents involved, and when
I
a
mean-
mummy and a daddy love each other very much. you know.
Yeah, yes. Some people do that still. There's a couple children around. But no, we largely don't grow that way anymore.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Strange.
It's just easier to skip all of the pre-growing
Right.
part to get right to the finished product.
Right. Fuck it. I'm already an outlaw, and I've no idea who I am. How
You're an
much do
outlaw?
you two? Shush. How much do you two know about aliens?
Should you be? Are we in danger?
No, you're not. It's fine. It's not for what you think. I'm not. I have no intentions of harming anyone. But what do you two know, if anything, about aliens?
Like people who are in the wrong school district?
No, like people from other worlds.
They're both staring at you, eyes wide, shaking their heads.
If you want us to prove it, we have a spaceship back across the way. We can probably get back to if we try hard enough. Can show you. There's like beyond this world, there's stars and vast swathes of many worlds, but they're really, really fucking far apart from each other. And we're from one of them. Well, from a few
What
of
are
them.
you What is
Yeah.
I'm so confused.
I mean, it's feasible. You see Carlotta rubbing their chin and in deep thought, but Cecil seems very perturbed by what you just said. Yes, Nareth.
As we are discussing and talking about all this, could Nareth try and log out?
You can attempt to, but as you try and you think and you think and you think, you cannot get that continue yes/no to appear before
Okay.
you again.
Okay, so we're not still in a simulation. Cool. Just had to check. Unless it's a very, very good simulation.
Great. Now our DM's gonna make us fucking reality test every time we go somewhere.
I have to now. I have to. This is what's become of it. Is
Yeah. We can't trust the DM to not have us in the real world anymore.
exactly that.
Ah.
Okay, that's it. That's all I wanted to quickly do because this isn't fake reality. It's fine.
Look,
And yet Suavi has massive golden wings.
Yeah. This.
I know that to people who have yet to discover life beyond their own world, this is very overwhelming news. Please don't tell anyone else. I just wondered if it might give the pair of you some insight as to why we've been able to keep our edits into this world where you two haven't.
Well, there's only been... It has to be because you're not from here, but then that would mean... And you can see Carlotta is hesitating somehow, shuffling, and trying to debate whether or not to trust you with something.
Look, right. How's your technology level around here? I have technology from like other worlds on me if you want.
I can pretty much upgrade most of your technology pretty easily.
Yeah.
That would be fascinating. I mean, Cecil is shaking their head rapidly and not saying anything, but you've intrigued Carlotta, who leans forward. There's only one other person who can go into Hitchago and come out different.
Well, you'd be very interested to meet them, and I'll answer as many of your questions as I can if you answer ours. Just, sometimes I might not be able to explain everything. I might be from another world, but that doesn't mean I'm smart. I am very dumb.
I am incredibly intelligent. I am.
Yeah, ask her all the questions.
Yes, I'm the techie one. Lore is the magic-y one, but Lore seems very distracted at the moment, so I'm not going to speak for them.
Lore seems very distractedly going through their datapad and all of the plethora of information they pulled out of that machine, and hasn't even looked up since they've re-entered reality, and is just trying to discern what they actually still have and what's on their datapad. Meanwhile, Jane is investigating the back cabinets.
Sure, your own investigation check. I want to know what's going on back here.
Go for it. Ooh, Jane, you find files with names and pictures for several of the people you saw in the cafe.
Can I read what's in the file?
You can. It looks like a printout, of all of the information or similar information in the style that you saw in Hitchago on the readouts, as though somebody printed that off on a computer and bound it into a notebook. That's what you have here.
Do I see us in there?
No, you are not in there.
Okay. Is that all that is in this filing cabinet? There's just people from like the town, and like Josh, for example, would be in there.
Yeah, you find Josh's file.
Oh, go God.
You learn his name is Joshua Tree.
Yeah.
You learn his middle name, his blood type, his favorite food. You learn everything there is to know about him.
Okay.
All of his weaknesses, everything he can do. He seems just, for all intents and purposes, like a normal humanoid.
Does it have anything listed for his like point of origin? Does it say like there's like anything? Does it say Hidalgo or?
It does say hometown Hitchago.
Okay. Okay.
Welcome to the hometown Hitchago.
Is this anything of interest?
Roll
Not
technology.
Solvi.
That's a turntable. It's like a modern jukebox.
Okay.
This is indeed a radio station after all, and it appears that that might be an older piece of equipment that they used to put crystallized music onto. Strange.
Oh dang.
Hey, I know about this stuff. Meanwhile, I don't want to scare them too much. They probably already can see my holsters. It's not exactly concealed carry. But to not scare them as much, I might just take off a bit of my nanofiber vest and kind of see if they recognize that at all.
You look massively changed since you went in. I saw, and Carlotta gestures to Nareth a little. Something happened in there, but it looks like you're normal now.
I maybe made a few changes that I wasn't expecting to carry over, let me tell you. But I don't regret anything. But like you see this vest I'm wearing?
Yes.
Well, if you look at it, you'll see that there's like, it's very tough but flexible material. It's nanofiber. Wondering if you have that kind of technology here, if this is one of the types of things, you know, that you're not used to.
I think maybe soldiers wear this sort of thing, but not normal people. Not in town anyway.
Yeah, what else have I got on me? There's oh right, well, no, shite. The only other things I've really got is this thing. Well, these things. And I might like just carefully and slowly, with the express intent of like looking at them like don't get alarmed, just sort of my my two twin pistols, my blasters.
Oh wow. Those
These things.
those look very dangerous. I can't say I know anything about guns, but they do look dangerously technological.
Oh, they can be. Don't worry, the safety's on and the double safety's on. But these things, they're blasters. They don't shoot. What I forget in history class what they used to use for these sorts of things, like
Bullets.
yeah, little bullet things. But this one, these shoot lasers. This one, it's
Oh.
highly concentrated beams of matter.
They
That,
don't use
um,
ammunition.
No, you don't have to reload them. That's part of the fun.
I think that we're not supposed to tell them all this stuff if they weren't supposed to have aliens here. Is there like a law about it? Please tell me there's a law about this. I think we're
Right.
breaking the law.
We're at the back end fucking nowhere of space, right? Half the reason we're on this planet, by the way, is because we're lost. We have no fucking clue where we are. We're a long way from home. I don't think the laws of the Aviara extend out here, to be completely honest with you all. I don't think, at this point, to be honest, I don't really give a fuck.
I mean, I, as much as I'm really reluctant to say that I agree, I kind of have to agree in this instance.
Carlotta's noting down a lot about your gun, Suave.
Oh, these ones are my favorites. I'm a bit touchy about those, but this one, this big one, I'll kind of just take my long range carbine blaster off my back. You can touch this one. You can take a look at it if you want. I'm not too precious about that one. It's a very standard edition weapon.
Oh wow. I don't want to touch it, but I'll take a close look. Weapons aren't really my specialty, but thank you for letting me look at them. I'm sure there's something to glean nonetheless.
Well, you know, being able to use highly concentrated beams of light is fine for weaponry, but I can also imagine it could have some industrial applications in terms of, like, I don't know, crafting and engraving and stuff. I don't know what your tech level's at around here.
I appreciate it. I guess. Well, I guess I do owe you the information now. The only other one who can come out of Ichago changed. I mean, you've probably already met her. Are you familiar with Susie Ann? Was she at the restaurant when you were there?
Oh, yeah, she seemed fairly unassuming though. And when I asked her about these sorts of things, she kind of, I don't know. Is she kind of covering it up?
She doesn't like to make a fuss, and she doesn't really come around often, but I mean, most people will come around a time or two to play in Ichago just because it's so fun and so freeing to experiment with the bounds of our forms, but she never really does. We just saw her in here once. Well, Cecil shakes their head and doesn't seem to want to talk about it, but Carlotta continues. Cecil found them in Ichago once, and they came out of it differently. They never really spoke about it and haven't been back.
Right. Well then, who fancies dessert then, I suppose?
I think it's worth investigating at the very least. See if we can figure something out.
Oh, unless there's anything else you two wish to ask or tell him, I don't know.
You've been very helpful with showing me these weapons. The way that the light bends on this. What did you say this one's name was? And he points to one
That
of your
is
guns.
one of my pistols. This is a swarm pistol. It's a blaster, automatic with a foregrip. Weapon that I've had for a very, very long time. Know it like the back of my hand.
I won't.
Been using them for years.
I won't touch it, but thank you for showing it to me. I think I can gain a better understanding of the way light bends from that.
Oh, there was a thing about that. I can't fucking remember any of it. There was You should go back in there, because if you go in the chair, there is a whole thing about like understanding how light and darkness works. I had it for a bit, but then it got kind of replaced by this whole wing stuff.
Fascinating. I will have to certainly do that. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Might as well help you out. Nothing better to be doing. You know.
Are you then heading back to the cafe to speak to Susie Ann?
I think we are, yes.
Indeed. All right. Well, then I won't make you walk the distance through the road if that's where you're directly going.
I think, yeah, that's probably our intention
Likely.
right now.
My mouse button, the right button is broken. And it doesn't want to click. All right, there you go. You return to the cafe.
Open? Yes, Jane is opening and fiddling about.
I'm doing my best.
Nareth is going to sit near the back and let someone else take the lead, because good lord, she's not good at social encounters.
Yeah, Suavi's gonna charisma buff. He's gonna just step forward if everyone else is cool with it. I don't want to like railroad into Suavi being the protag of the scene, so I just want to make sure everyone else.
Suavi is primary charisma, I think, in this particular instance. I don't think there's much reason for them
Fair enough.
not to.
In that case, walks up to the desk and goes, "Hello, me again."
Oh, howdy. Mr. I'm sorry, I'm not so great with the names when I first learn them. It's a pleasure to see you again. Can I help y'all?
I'm surprised you recognise me with the beard. Suavi, it's fine.
Oh, yes, indeed, you have a beard.
Yeah. We went to the big city, and we came back different.
Yeah, it looks that way. Would you care for a seat?
Maybe, but if it ain't disagreeable with you, milady, I wouldn't mind having a chat with yourself.
Oh, well, sure, but with Susie on break, I'm waiting tables and manning the desk, and I'm a little overwhelmed. Can it wait until after I'm off my break? Or when I'm on my break, rather?
No, it's fine. I can talk to Susie instead. Where's she at?
Oh, well, I don't know. She usually isn't gone this long. She left a little bit after y'all did.
Ah, right. That's fine. Oh no, how far away is she? Will she be long coming back on her break?
She's usually back before now. I saw her heading into town. Maybe she had to go get gas.
Right.
But
Oh, well, in that case, I'm sorry for bothering you and taking up your time.
no, not at all.
Is there anywhere she usually goes on her break? Just, people at the radio stations, recommended we talk to her about something.
Let's see. Roll persuasion for me.
Oh, I do still. I
Have
do
the
still
mask of
have my mask on.
attractiveness.
Yeah, does that give me advantage or something?
Does it? What's the mask actually say?
While wearing this decorative mask, you have advantage on charisma rolls made on humanoids of the species and sexes in which you are interested.
Well, that is a half-elf woman, and I believe Suavi is interested in those. So yes, he would have advantage.
Cool, persuasion. I'm expertise in it. I'm fucking overkill. Okay.
How? You rolled the
What?
same thing! What are the odds?
Wow.
Okay, still. She likes to take a break. Sometimes she'll go to the gas station and buy a snack if she doesn't want anything raw and made and wants a coffee or something. I'd try there. It's just go head down the road and then go west a little bit toward the dump. If you hit the dump, you've gone too far.
Alright, if I've hit the dump, I've gone too far. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Alright, well, you lot, will we just make for there then, or did you want anything first?
No, I think we could probably go.
Alright.
I'm not particularly hungry right now. It was just to see our friend.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, my pleasure. And I take it you're going to track down that gas station?
Hell yeah.
Alright. So you head down the road and start off west, and you begin to come across the corner of a brick building. The roads are thrumming with the usual traffic, nothing out of the ordinary that you've seen, just people driving to and from at reasonable speeds. You see a neon sign buzzing out front and several planters with healthy-looking plants that seem to be regularly tended to, and a front door situated in front of a crosswalk.
Oh, what's that? Is that a window? Is that a spare door? I'm a little...
That's a window. programmed
it
to stop
opens
it.
like a door.
It sure does.
I see.
For some reason,
Maybe
that one
it's
opens
bay
like a
window.
door.
I climb in through the... No, I'm kidding.
They're
So if you-
floor-to-ceiling
oh,
picture
yeah.
windows.
You both better fucking behave yourselves. Alright, well, I'm gonna walk in.
You walk in the door and a little bell twinkles over the door as you step inside.
Hello!
Hello!
Just give a
Um.
little wave and pretend I'm looking around for, like, confectionaries and sweets if they have any.
Welcome in. Let me know if I can help you find anything.
Thank you.
You see a dwarven woman standing at the, or sitting rather, at the front desk, and you can also likely, I can words. You can also utilize the, it's not a triangle because it has 4 points. That
A
makes
square.
It,
A diamond.
a diamond. Thank you.
Yay!
I know words. You can also
Yay.
utilize the diamond in front of her by double-clicking it to make purchases of, you know,
Oh wow.
things.
Hard rock KO juice. Well, I'm also gonna go up and say, oh, by the way, have you seen Susie come through here? Her colleagues at work are wondering where she's at. She's normally back from break by now.
Oh yeah, she came by a little bit ago. She was actually wasn't heading back towards the restaurant though. She went the other direction, down the road.
Oh, does she live that way or something? We're just kind of concerned.
Nah, she looked like she was heading towards the dump.
Right. Oh well. Thank you then. What's this Crash KO juice like?
Oh, it's just another flavor of Crash.
No, not Crash out. Hard rock KO juice.
Let me look.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, a lot of rock climbers like to drink it. It makes your muscles real tough and fortified.
Oh. I might have some of that then.
Yeah, if you like. 15 credits.
Yeah, sure.
Are you able to purchase from the sheet?
Yes, I am.
Okay, good.
Filter of love? Oh.
Yeah, some people
Oh.
say those work, but you never know.
Funny. I was just looking at that. What's this uncrash stuff?
Oh, that's the... I mean, nobody likes uncrash.
Well, then why is it stopped?
Because once in a while somebody will come through and bitch if we don't have it.
Oh, right.
But I mean, some people think it's funny to prank their friends with it. You know, they'll like take a crash can, cut out the bottom, and put uncrash in it. Yeah, dumb kids being
Right.
dumb.
Do you want me to get anything for you, Jane? I have all the credits, so I'm I'm banker. I'm purchaser.
No, I'm just kind of confused why there's crash life and crash death.
I mean, people like different flavors of it. I think life is more popular. Death, meh, the edgier crowd likes that one.
Mm.
Okay.
I drank that a lot when I was like in my mid-teens, and
Yeah.
not proud of it.
That's who we see drinking it.
Back when I had my hair cut into a mullet.
Hmm.
Fucking-
But
You
it
used
sells.
to have a mullet? That does not strike me as something that you would have.
No, neither does it strike me as something I'd have. But 15-year-olds are dumb.
Valid. Valid. I tried hair once.
How'd it
Wait,
taste?
What?
Sorry?
How'd it taste?
Oh, I didn't eat hair. It was just kind of... I tried wigs. You know, it's didn't really work out in the end, I think, is the lesson I've learned there. Right, should we head towards the dump hills, was it, if I'm not mistaken?
If everyone's bought whatever they want to buy, which I have.
I've got plenty back at home. Yes, home. I've got plenty back at home. Also, I hope you like my cosplay. I put a lot of work into it. And then she leaves.
Yep, love it.
You're not gonna let go of that fucking cosplay thing, are you?
We're not meant to tell people we're aliens. It's weird.
You know, if they don't ask, then that means they don't care. If you tell them, you force them to care. We want people to not care, alright? Don't say unless they ask. Rule number 1 of being covert.
You know, that's fair. I respect that. Right, should we head off to the dump?
Yep.
We go in the direction of the dump.
You go in the
We
direction
go
of the
in
dump.
we go in a dump in.
You walk down the road for a
dump truck
considerable
ass.
length of time, and you finally arrive at the dump. It is
Mhm.
stinky and not in a pleasant way.
I hate this.
There was one of these at the end of my street when I was a little one. Don't have fond memories though. Almost got tetanus.
We move. I can't move law. Only the DM can move law.
There's somebody the garbage.
Oh. So there is.
Indeed. Huh?
You alright there?
Huh? Who's there?
Oh my god, is that a goblin?
A friendly stranger.
Huh? Christina no like
Hello.
Oh, right, we'll leave you alone then.
Christina
Alright, well, that's fair enough. Also, there's an ominous engine over here, guys.
Jane, you
Oh, right.
recognize that person.
Uh-oh. Where do I recognize them from?
From Hichago. You saw their file. You saw
Oh,
all of the information about them on that medical bay. You saw the
What
name
was her name?
Grexina.
Is your name
Grexina? Yes.
Oh. hello. My name is Jane. I know you're from Chicago.
From long far away. Jane?
Chicago. Yeah. What's up? How's it going?
Goes.
You don't like Chicago, I assume? Yeah.
Weird.
That's weird.
Weird place.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird when they're like, "Oh, look, you're in a tube, and there's blue stuff, and then you fall out, and you're like not in a tube anymore." That happened in there. That's scary.
Yeah.
It did happen. Very, very unfortunate.
Yeah. And you see this gremlin-like being with green skin and black and pink hair hopping from place to place, just unable to seemingly move. And every time you get closer to them, they back away and seem to run from corner to corner of the parking lot.
Your information was still there. I don't want to scare you. It looks like it's not a great place, and I just feel, yeah,
Oh, also, do you happen to know or have seen anyone by the name of Susie?
No Susie here.
Can I check it? Can Suave roll insight to see if that's the truth?
He can.
Or at
Suave
least-
can absolutely roll insight.
I know insights aren't instant lie detectors, but you know what I mean.
Absolutely, Suave can roll insight.
Can Jane put some of her lipstick on?
Yeah, Jane can put lipstick on.
Oh.
Suave, you get the feeling of anger. That's about it.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, one
I'm just
D8
kind of
plus
gonna
2.
glance around at everyone else and be like, what do we do here then?
Ooh, okay. Jane, you put on that lipstick and it has, let's see. It had formerly 6, so now it has 5 charges left. I'll mark that on your sheet. And you now have advantage on charisma checks.
So I want to see if I can somehow get them to trust me.
maybe just tell them. I was scared too. Is there any reason why you're out here or why you're scared?
Okay, roll me charisma with advantage.
Meanwhile, is there any relevance or anything interesting about this graffiti on the floor?
You notice that graffiti reads Vipers.
Right.
You haven't seen graffiti anywhere else in this place. It seems like a very clean kept city. It's very neat and organized. The only graffiti you see is in this parking lot that is paved but doesn't have any actual lines drawn into it.
Yeah. Okay.
Jane, as you try to calm Grexina, she comes towards you a little and seems to settle down, isn't jumping up and down everywhere and isn't snarling or snorting as much. And, Grexina, nervous. People get angry, throw things.
Why? You haven't done anything.
I don't know.
I'm sorry they do that, Grexina.
Thanks, Jane.
Are the people who throw these things, are they the people at the cafe?
No, cafe people, don't come here.
Who comes here? Who's abusing you over here?
She looks very nervous. Looks very
It's okay.
terrified.
You don't have to tell us if you're uncomfortable, but we're definitely not them. And yeah, I understand. Well, thank you for helping us. Oh, hi.
She gets closer to you and looks like she's going to whisper in your ear. Roll one more charisma check with advantage.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes!
Okay.
Beautiful. Big lion lady.
Lion. Okay.
Name is Lie, face is Lie, lion lady. Big, scary, be careful, Jane.
okay. Jane
Christina, go
reaches
now.
out and goes to pat her, but she runs. She goes,
Oh.
"Thank you, Christina. We'll watch. Thank you."
Christina like hops away from your pat and looks at you and then scoots back and just very tentatively leans her head towards you a little bit. See if you're gonna
It's
make a
okay.
second pat.
Are you okay with pats? I won't pat without your consent.
Jane can pat.
Jane gives pat.
Christina looks happy and then kind of bounds away and jumps over and looks like she's going to leap back into the trash happily and continue rummaging and eating.
Yeah, I think we've got a bigger problem than just finding Susie at this point.
Right, such as.
The big lion lady.
What now?
She's apparently a big lie.
What, Susie?
I don't think it's Susie, but it's someone. I think we need to keep an eye out. Just I don't think Christine is afraid of just anything. I think that there's something going on here. I don't trust this place. They stole our technology.
Right. GM,
Yes, Swabby.
is there anything up with this big hole in the bottom left? Is that a hole? Would Suave notice it?
Swabby does notice that there seems to be a massive hole just chilling in the, it seems to be positioned behind a massive tankard or a dumpster so that it's slightly hidden, but if you step certain ways, you can see it, and you also see that there is someone behind that dumpster.
Oh, hello,
What?
sorry.
I.
Man. Hey, what's up?
Hello.
We're looking for someone. What was her name again? I completely forgot. What was her name?
Susie.
We're looking
Ah,
for
Susie.
Susie. Is she down this hole?
Yeah, actually, she just went down there.
Right.
Do you know what is down that hole?
No, I wouldn't go down there. It looks like it
Well,
stinks.
We're all
I know
done.
it.
So, right, I'm gonna look around everyone else and if wave
What was that? You wait for Lore, you said?
no, wave her over.
Oh, wave her over. Lore will come join
Yeah.
you after studying Grexina for a moment and remarking that there's a broken down vehicle sitting in there, and then she'll join. Oh! And then she comes and joins you around the corner.
Wait, there's a broken down
That's it.
vehicle? I can fix
Yes,
that. We
right
can take
here.
that later.
Look, right here.
I can fix that. GM,
Looks
how
like a
reasonable would it be for me to
DeLorean.
fix it?
You could dedicate time to it, but it seems like it needs a lot of TLC. With Narette, though, and her particular skills, not too much.
Excellent.
So,
Anyway.
excuse me, what was your name? I'm Jane.
I'm Georgie boy.
Nice to meet you, Georgie boy. That's a very fantastic party in the back, business in the front. Haircut you got here.
Well, thank you, Jane.
Heck yeah. Alright, so, who's going in the hole? It's not me.
If no one else, I can just climb down there, so Geronimo, I guess.
I mean, there's a ladder. It looks like there's a ladder.
There is a ladder.
Yeah,
does the ladder look
weird
stable?
It does. It looks like
Crusty
it's stuck to the
stuff down
wall.
It's crusty
Alright.
stuff.
Ain't rusty, ain't crusty,
No, it looks pretty solid.
ain't gonna get tetanus. Okay.
I wouldn't,
Well, in
you
that
know,
case-
lick it, but it looks pretty solid.
Neither would Swabby. That's a good coincidence. That's
Let us go
Okay.
down there. Let us find the secrets of this place.
yeah, Geronimo, I guess.
Geronimo, you guess.
I guess.
In
I will-
underspace.
I will create a light
We got some
because I have my torch.
Oh.
Whoa. Don't think you want to do that. I don't think you
No,
want
it's
me.
I must see what is down here.
Oh.
Oh. Well, this is
I immediately regret all of this. What
You
on
should-
earth?
I tried to tell you.
Oh god, there's worms everywhere. Are
This
these the
is,
natives?
This is a
I
big
just-
monotheistic household.
Are these those worms that we saw earlier, the second one?
you do see slithering in the darkness several psychic worms. And is anybody going
My
to
tummy
move?
rumbled.
Nareth would have done those movements I put on. She did move around when she saw the skeleton. She stepped away and then saw the worm and then stepped away again.
Okay, so let me make a roll. Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and say you have been seen, and so we need to roll initiative, fam.
Oh, okay,
fuck's
these ones
sake.
are hostile. Love it. Got it.
Flee, flee, flee.
Oh, they're running away. Okay.
No, that was me, not GM.
Oh, that sounded very realistic. I
It really
appreciate
did. I was impressed.
Law. Is someone else running it, or are you running them?
I'll be running them
Sure.
since they're here, or well, since their token is here. Wee dice,
Sparkly dice.
sparkly dice. The only one I don't have initiative for yet is Jane.
Oh, I thought I rolled it. Oh, it just said turn marker for some reason. Okay, cool. Cool. Here you go.
Yay, thank you, Jane. And you're not out yet, and you're not out yet. So you just chill.
Oh god, you're not out yet? Oh god, there's more. Ah.
Alright, Jane, you are first.
Well, I'm hungry, so I'm gonna stand over here and let me see. I don't think I brought as many weapons as usual, y'all. But I still brought a few. I'm gonna nudge Suave and say, roll to gun?
Yup.
Roll to gun,
Okay.
yes.
Roll to gun? And then I
Let's
shot.
go.
Trying to kill us yet?
Who are you trying to shoot?
This cyworm there.
15 hits.
Going
That's
in.
out there.
We're going straight up murder. Okay, that's fine.
15 definitely hits. Roll damage. Oof. You see that Psyworm just burst into obliteration. It is gone. It is a pile of pulp and nothing more. Is that your turn,
I'm
Jane?
gonna eat it. Now I wanna eat it.
You can eat it. You can run over there and eat it. That is within your wheelhouse.
I'm doing it.
And then that means it is this Psyworm's turn, and it is coming towards you, but I think that's all the movement it's got. Yep, Suave, your turn.
Alright, I am, as my bonus action, going to sprout my wings and fly up.
You do so.
Good luck, Psyworms, if you can't fucking hit me. So I'm gonna use my movement to, what's my flying speed when I use this feature? I'll put it in the chat. Yeah, so... yeah, flying
to your
speed
walking
equal to my walking speed. Okay, so I'm gonna go 30 feet up in the air then. If there's even that amount of headspace, is there? How high up's the ceiling?
Not really, probably about 15 feet is as high as you can get without
15.
hitting your head.
That's fine. But still, I'm gonna fly up.
Sure.
And then I'm gonna, with my bird's eye view, if I'm 15 feet up, then I can move a bit across. So I'll move bits so I'm close enough. If I'm giving you like a whole bunch of janky maths to do with like Pythagoras and
Nah,
how many feet am I in the air.
no.
But right, and then I've used my bonus action, so I can only gun once for this turn. But I'll use my action to gun.
Action to gun. And who are you trying to shoot?
14.
Who are you trying to shoot?
This Psyworm over here,
The one in front
like
of
to
you?
the northeast of me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, that hits. Roll damage.
Let's 6.
That Psyworm also explodes in guts and blood, but it's still somehow moving, just barely
Oh.
undulating, a couple of legs attached to maybe what might be the head part of it is still
Yeah.
coming towards you. Is that your turn,
I think
Swabby?
that deserves a disgusted emoji. Yes, that's my turn.
Nareth, it is your turn.
Doesn't want to kill them. She's like, guys, last time they were running away. What if they're nice? And is going to. Well, she's not stupid. She does pull out her phaser, but very much has it in like a. I don't want to hurt anyone. So what she's going. You know what she does? She takes the dodge action. DM.
Ooh, okay.
Roleplay first. She takes the dodge action because she doesn't want to hurt them. There you go.
I like that. I love that. Nareth takes the dodge action, and Lore is going to follow up with Suave on this one over here. She's going to cast Toll the Dead, as Lore loves to do.
Lord does love to. The most accurate thing the GM could have done.
I strive for accuracy. Oh, and it saves, so it does not hit, actually. Must succeed or take, so... Yep, it does not take any damage. You see Lore take out her spellbook and attempt to cast Toll the Dead, but rather than hearing the usual ominous undulating sound, you hear a strange screech, and nothing happens. And that is the end of Lore's turn, so that would be the Psyworm's turn. And this buddy's gonna try and come out of the darkness towards you. That's their turn. This one, Suave, that you tried to gun, or that you did successfully gun, it's gonna run back, and you see it crawling up onto some other form of being as it begins to take shape, and you see a worm walker in the distance, a mass of those worms pulsing together as one being
Oh.
standing before you, and the one that you had attempted to shoot has joined that fray.
Oh. Well, yeah, I'm gonna keep the disgusted emoji up then. Ew.
And now it is Jane's turn.
Hey.
Disgusting.
Okay. What in the hell happened over there?
So can I see this creature?
The one that Suave sees, I don't think it's in your line of vision.
Okay, so I'm just gonna turn around and look at these two. What are these two worms to my lefty?
They're undulating towards you. They're coming at you.
Okay, I'm gonna roll to gun this one.
Roll the gun.
Roll to gun is fun.
The upper one or the lower one?
We'll do the lower one.
Alright, roll damage. You see that worm, likewise, just pew, explode when as soon as you hit it, its entire body turns into goo and blood.
Whoa, rolling the gun is cool.
And then it is this boy's turn, and he's coming towards you, Suave. But he can't reach you, so he's
15
heading
feet up in the air.
Yep. He can't reach you, so he's heading towards Lore. But that's using all of his movement just to get there. So it is now Psyworm's turn. It's coming towards you, Jane. And it is going to attempt to bite your brain.
Why?
You have to make a wisdom
Think
wisdom saving throw, please, to attempt being psychically bitten by this.
Uh-oh. I got bitten.
No. Okay, so it attacks you for
4.
4 damage. God.
Okay. Okay.
Stop it. My dice will go away. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. The 4 was the initial result of the bite. While biting the mind, you're directly damaged. Okay, so it's gonna keep biting you until you can either kill it or make it unlatch from you. But
Okay.
that 4 was the initial damage. It'll only give you 1d4 from now on until it unlatches from you.
Oh god, okay.
So let me put a little note on your counter here so that I know it's latched onto you.
Oh lord.
Oh. Oh no.
How? I'm afraid to roll the gun my own head.
How creative, DM, to use the snowflake one as sort of like latchy mouth thing instead. Very inventive.
Thank you. It's a sucker. And Suave, it's your turn.
Right, gun. This
Gun?
motherfucker.
Smart.
Well, firstly advised workers to run. and then gun. Whilst I'm still flying up in the air.
Very smart. Good advice. Oh, that's
21?
definitely a hit.
6 damage, bonus action, offhand gun.
That hits.
Yay! A further 3 damage.
Nice. So you see worms falling off of this thing dead in blackened heaps, but there are still tons undulating around this body-like form coming towards you and Lore.
Question, how tall is this thing?
Roughly humanoid shape, so between 5 and 6 feet tall.
Okay, so it's not like it's right underneath my feet, so flying over it would provoke opportunity attacks.
No, because unless you specifically fly down and get within 5 feet of it, it would have to
No.
like running jump to get you, so no way.
Okay, I'm gonna like fly behind it, see if I can lure it away from Laura as well.
Okay, cool.
There you go, I'm over here now. There we go.
Suave's running over and playing distraction. Nareth, it is your turn.
Nareth sees that it's attacking Jane, and is going to attempt to phaser the Psyworm that is on Jane's head.
Okay, go for it.
Roll to phaser. Let me just see. So, attack. I have no situational bonus, so it's just my mod. Why is it only added +2? I should have proficiency. No, it's added my it didn't add my proficiency, so 12 on that one.
12 hits.
Cool. Terrible. The dice were not in the heart of any of this. Okay, yeah, she's just there. So narratively, what's going on is Jane's running around with a worm attached to her head, and Nareth is there like, oh god, they are evil, and is just aggressively spraying out phaser shots, and like one of them grazes it and does nothing.
You nicked a tail, at least. It did something.
There you go. Its tail has gone a little bit numb.
Is that your turn, or would you like to use any of your movement?
Right now she feels relatively safe, so she's gonna wait. Yeah.
Alright. Noraikas is going to listen to what Suave said and run away from that worm walker, trying to hide with you ladies instead, and going to try again on Toll the Dead on that worm walker. Meaning it needs to make a wisdom save. And it passes! Jesus, okay. So that does nothing, and Lore is out of harm's way, at least for now. This Psyworm, you see crawling across 5, 10, 15, 20, and Nareth, it's going to try and bite you.
We be getting bitten up in this bitch.
For 18 to latch onto you, it successfully does bite you. For 1 damage. So you are bitten and latched onto. You also have a worm now, trying to eat your brain.
We have worms.
And Jane, it is your turn, and you have this worm trying to eat you that Nareth has partially hit.
I'm gonna laser claw at it.
Do it.
Oh.
No. Okay, you try to claw it, but it's right in front of your eyes, and you cannot see a thing. Your hands are just flailing wildly, and unfortunately,
Can I use
you
my
miss.
bonus action?
Yes, you can
Can I
still use your
get-
bonus action.
Can I attack again?
I believe that's a rogue feature, isn't it? That you can use your bonus action to attack again, as long as you.
No, it's just offhand as long as it's a light weapon.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
My weapon.
Yep, then you're good.
Yeah, alright.
The 10 does not
Sweet.
hit. You try with both hands to grab at this thing that's on your face, but it's just too distracting being right in front of you.
No!
Suave, this thing, what's it gonna try and do?
Backward. What you gonna do?
It can't try and grab you. So what it's going to do is go over to Lore and try and grab
Ah,
her.
No.
Well, that's its action though, is attempting to grapple. So let's see if Lore manages. Until this grapple ends. It's a dex save, yes? Yes. Lore is not grabbed. This thing comes to her over to grab her, and she slips right out of the way. It does not manage. So that's its turn. And it is the
Wait.
worm's turn now. It's gonna roll a d4 to bite you, Jane. Because it automatically succeeds since it's attached to you. So it just gets
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah.
3
Ouch.
damage.
I'm down half my health.
Ow. You see Jane is struggling. And Suave, it's your turn now.
Right, I'm getting real fucking fed up with this shit. Move over here. Fucking gun at the worm guy.
Gun him. That hits. Oh, that hits.
4. And offhand gun. Hey.
Oh yeah, that hits. Very
Further 3
nice.
damage.
He's starting to look
Fuck
messed
you.
up now.
Good. Stay away from my fucking pals.
How much was that first one? 4 and then 3.
4.
Good. I took it off the wrong one. Beautiful. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Excellent. Nareth, it is your turn.
Nareth is. Are we allowed to swear? Is this
Yeah.
family friendly?
Yeah, you can swear.
Nareth is absolutely shitting herself right now. Nareth is going to, on instinct, just start screaming the words, "Go away, go away, go away, go away!" and is going to cast Dissonant Whispers on the Psyworm on her head.
Nice. Go for it.
So I need the creature to make a saving throw for DC 13 Wisdom.
Alright. Happy to do. Wisdom save, you said?
Yes.
Oh! Sadly, it passes.
Sadly, it passes. That's her turn. She can't do anything else.
Alright. Loricus, being cornered, is going to break out some of her other magic and attempt to cast.
Oh, wait. I think it still takes half damage.
Does it?
Yes, it does. So it takes half damage. So I'll roll the damage.
Okay.
Sorry.
And you
so
did you do
normal-
it on the one on you or on Jane?
On the one on me, and I rolled 10, so it takes 5, unless it's already resistant or immune to psychic.
It is not resistant or immune to psychic, and as you hit it with that dissonant whisper, that disgusting worm seems to like dry and crumble and fall off of you. You are no longer being grappled as that worm is dead.
Hey, she has no idea that what she just did. All she knows is she wanted it to go away, and it did.
It sure did. You made that happen.
Now it's Loricus' turn. Sorry, I just remembered it. Yeah, I got that extra. So.
That's okay. Loricus is going to... You know what? Try it again. Toll the dead. It is injured. Come on, eventually. Fail this save. Fail this save. Yeah! Okay. Loricus tolls the dead on this worm walker. And rolls 9 damage, not 15. Because it's either a d8 or a d12. But 9 damage. So now this thing is starting to look exceptionally fucked up and very nearly dead. And as you see that beginning to die, you hear, coming from the darkness, sounds of groaning.
Oh god.
It's from Jane. Jane's doing the groaning, apparently.
Jane, it is your turn.
I'm gonna laser claw this shit on my face again.
Do it, Laser Claw.
Okay.
Oh, that hits.
Okay. For 2.
It is dead. Dead as dick.
Ah!
You are no longer being...
Dead as what now?
You no longer have a suction claw thing on your face. This worm walker is going to try and grab Loricus one more time. Oh. And she needs to roll her DC 12. Dexterity. Loricus is now grappled by that worm.
Ouch.
Let's see.
I didn't take any extra damage from the worm on my turn, did I? It was on its next turn. It wasn't. Isn't that right?
Yep, it's only on the worm's turn.
Cool. Cool.
Let's do that for grapple. Alright, so Loricus is being held by that worm. And I don't know why her initiative decided to fail, but she was right there. Ignore that. Loricus was last in turn order, correct? Right after Suave?
I think so.
I thought so too, but it just took her out of turn order for me. Yep, there it goes. She was before Jane. Yep, directly before Jane. That means, Suave, it is your turn.
Alrighty. Gonna fly around here so that if I duck in the way or help anyone, I'm kind of more in range of my pals. But I'm just gonna gun again.
Alright, go for it.
The same guy as well.
That hits! And you see that worm walker go down. It just it dissolves into a pile of undulating worms that spread out and start skittering away from one another rapidly, running in every direction, just little tiny bleeding worms leaving trails of blood and goo behind.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to shoot down a couple of those, I guess.
Alright. You hear that there are others in the distance, but you don't
I might
see
move
them
a little
quite
bit
yet.
towards that then.
Oh.
There you go. I'll end my turn there.
Okay.
I don't know if I can get
Actually,
the
there's
word.
bear. There we go.
Then you see this guy
Oh.
coming out of the woodwork. It is Laura's turn, and Laura's going to take the dodge action, I think. Take a note from Nareth, and step back and take the dodge action. After having been grappled by that thing and having a good scare. Jane, it is your turn.
I'm gonna do the same. Yeah, I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna do the same.
That's fair. That's totally fair. Suave, you see from
I'm
the
gonna
corner
limp
of your
away saying,
eye
ow.
another one appearing under you, and it's trying to jump up and grab at you, but it can't reach you. It's
For
very
fuck's
thoroughly
sake.
distracted, and it's under you. It is your turn again.
Me?
Yep.
Gun. I'm gonna do the one right in front of me first.
All right.
Nope.
Yes, actually, that hits.
Oh, their AC is really fucking shit. Okay.
Yeah, they're a big pile of psychic worms. They're pretty easy to hit.
Bonus action then. Is it that shit?
It is that shit. It's a 7. Yes.
What? Oh, what? Wow, okay. That's even worse than base AC. Fun. Alright, we'll mayhaps move a bit closer to try and see if I can prevent this one, at least, from walking towards my friends, since they seem to like trying to jump up and catch me anyway.
Nice. Okay.
I'm gonna go behind it. Just like, you know, over here, you wormy ass bastard.
Suave's playing distraction, and I think it's working. Except it's not working on this one over here by Nareth. Which goes over and tries to grab you. I need a dex save, please, Nareth.
Right. Dex, save, normal.
That's enough. You escape its grasp. It does not able to grab onto you.
Okay.
Baricus, who is no longer grappled, will attempt again to cast Toll the Dead on the one near Suave, because it is damaged. One trick pony, but that's okay. Because that's what happens when you get autopiloted, I'm sorry. And for some reason, it passes with the best wisdom saving throws that these things seem to have. Jane, it is your turn.
I'm gonna roll the gun this one right here.
You roll to gun it.
Oh.
That still hits. Oof, that thing is in bad shape now, Suave. It's under you and it's still trying to jump up at you, but it's barely a mound of worms now. It's hard to try and see it forming a cohesive form to even make enough shape to grab at you, but it's trying.
Okay. So wait, okay, okay. I see. I just
DM,
noted
I'm
the
no
top
longer
is-
in the initiative order, it looks like.
That's weird.
I'll re-roll, it's fine.
I could still. Oh, right, yeah. You're in the initiative, but your number's gone.
That's so weird. Why weren't you in there?
I'm there now.
Wait.
did you get skipped accidentally? Do I need to?
It's fine.
Yeah.
I'll just go now.
Oh yeah, go ahead and go now. 'Cause you went after.
No, no, I didn't do the Worm Walker's other turn. Do Jane's turn, and then I'll go.
Oh, okay. Well, that particular worm walker is gonna try and catch Swabby, which it won't be able to do. So, and Jane just took their turn. Did they not?
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
you
my
just
bonus
shot.
action, I'm just gonna back up, yeah.
Yeah, you just shot the worm walker. So it is your turn, Nora.
Yeah, okay. What I'm going to do is I am going to... Nareth hates all of this. Nareth is absolutely losing her mind. This is just getting worse with every single moment. So what Nareth is going to do is... how sturdy do these things seem to be? Like in terms of like do they don't die nearly as quickly as the regular worms, do they?
No, but they don't also appear to have a skeletal system to mention, so they're not exactly sturdy.
Okay. Nareth is just gonna want it to leave again, so she's just gonna cast Dissonant Whispers again. So I need it to make a Wisdom saving throw, please.
Absolutely.
Oh, the question: can it hear? Because if the creatures can't hear,
It can, sadly.
okay. Because no, that's a good thing. If it can hear, it means otherwise it would automatically succeed on the save. So it
Oh.
succeeded on the save regardless. But it does take
Half as much damage. Yep.
half as much damage. I was just double checking because I wanted to make sure I wasn't lying to you previously. Wow, I am not doing well.
But it
Okay.
still takes damage.
But it still takes damage. And then what it's going to do is also use. She's also going to use her bonus action to do a thing. It's a thing I can do as a bonus action, and because it's not visual, I'm not going to describe it. I just do a thing.
Okay. You do a thing as bonus action, and it's Swabby's turn.
Alrighty then. Gun time.
Good time. That's a hit. I don't think you can miss these things unless you roll a nat 1,
Yeah.
Swabby, with your modifiers.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of beautiful. With that first hit, you see the walker below you go down.
Oh, but out?
Down
do the
and out.
worms scurry off?
The worms,
Fun.
they do indeed. The worms scurry off. They are a small puddle of bloodied worms scurrying away from the center mass.
Fun. In that case, I'm gonna move over here and help Narth out of it. And I think I get actually sneak attack because Narth's fighting it.
I believe you do as well.
Yeah, I keep forgetting I have that. So let's see. Oh, fun. There's the normal damage and extra 1d6 damage for my sneak attack, so I'll just do that. And extra 2 on top.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
And that'll be my turn.
Alright, so it's your turn. And that means this worm walker is going to try and grab at Nareth.
I make a dex save, I believe.
Indeed you do.
E.
Ooh, yes, you get right out of its arms and it is unable to latch onto you. You are safe and ungrabbed. It is Loricus' turn, and again she will attempt to toll the dead. Because I don't want to use her last spell slot. Oh, yes, it succeeds again with another nat 20. These damn worms and their wisdom.
Wise worm. worms.
Oh shit. Wise ass worms. Jane, it is your turn.
Do I get sneak attack if I shoot it from back over here?
You do, as a matter of fact.
Okay, hold on. Why can't I move my token?
You should be able to.
It's like I think I've got the wrong things clicked. I don't know what I'm supposed to click.
You're supposed to click yourself.
I did. Oh, well, yeah, no. I still, I think, anyway.
Where did you want to
I'm
move?
gonna shoot. I don't know, but I'm gonna, there we go. Okay, there we go. It was me, I had the wrong things. I'm gonna stay here, I'm gonna shoot this guy.
Okay, go for it.
Roll to gun.
Ooh, very nice. That hits.
No. Roll to gun.
Jane, you take aim at that worm walker and let me know what happens as you kill it.
Well, yeah, I shoot, and the weird not real bullet, bullet comes out, and it shoots it right in the face of one of them, and my tummy growls, and then the rest of them fall to the floor dead like limp little hot dogs. Very hungry.
And you all see Jane gun down that worm walker and hear her stomach growl. And we are out of initiative.
Is there any worm left to eat?
There is. Some of it's a little smoldering, but you could probably eat around those pieces.
I'm gonna do it.
Go for it.
Well,
Yeah.
Roll a d6, Jane. You gain 2 health.
Heck yeah! They were delicious.
oh, how do you get your d6 to have the dots on it? That's cool.
Oh, I don't know. I just did the roll D thingy.
I think it's
I don't know if I
settings.
just-
Module settings, then you go to the roll one. Dice. There's something there. Dice
Oh
so
yeah, I
nice.
see it.
Okay, now what are we doing, you guys? What do we do?
I mean, honestly, I think we should just, keep going. I don't know. Oh, this is all terrible. Right, no, I can be strong. I believe in myself. That's a lie, but you know what? Sure. Suavi, you're smart and perceptive. Why don't you look around and look for track?
Tracks for what?
We're looking for a person. Look for people, not worm.
Oh, right. Can do.
What
then
if
roll
she's
one
being
for that.
brain controlled by the worms?
Maybe it's me, Blaine. Alright, do I roll much for that then, from my bird's eye perspective?
Anybody who... Well, Swabi, since you have a particular gift for seeing, you can roll with advantage. But anybody else who would like to look and kind of ascertain the situation can roll perception for me.
Oh yeah! Thanks for advantage.
You're welcome. Those wings.
These wings were made for manhunting.
Swabi, this looks exactly like a den for those creatures. It looks like you walked into their home.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't look like there are any tracks or trails or that this has been disturbed by anyone in a very long time. It looks like you are the first humanoid type people down here, other than maybe whomever put that ladder, if they even came so far down after putting the ladder in place. It looks like this area has been mostly untouched by civilization as you know it.
Okay. Oh. GM,
Mm-hmm.
see this tangle over here? Is that like a wall of vines or something, or does that go around to somewhere? It looks like it might go around to somewhere.
That's a wall of vines. You see a bunch of shit growing basically in and out of the wall and in the muddy, brackish water that's kind of making a moat around the area. You see symbols carved into the ground and bones splattered
Ew.
everywhere.
What's going on over here?
Can I cut through the vines?
Yeah.
I don't know if this is, but it's nasty. Nair just walks right through the nasty part. Okay.
Wait,
Okay, Nair.
part?
It looks like this splash right here. What's up with it?
Oh, she like steps over it, but like it's just that I'm just trying to figure out what we might be missing is my concern. It's like because we've been told she went down here, so this is more Hills trying to gather as much knowledge as possible. Is that a wall? Will that stop me? That won't stop me. So it just looks like it's just lines on the floor.
So,
Lots of
Swabi, you
bone.
do attempt to slash through those, and you are able to. They don't impede your path, especially since you have wings. You can fly right over them.
Ooh, do I see much at this end of the tunnel here?
You see a little gathering of what looks to be a varied assortment of mushrooms. Roll medicine? Or nature, rather.
You're doing drugs over here?
Don't know yet. That's what I'm finding out.
Those are the right kind for it if you wanted to. They are the psychedelic variety.
Oh, Swabi taking some.
There's a whole bunch. You found quite the little cache over there of psychic mushrooms.
And no
Probably
wonder
about-
those worm blokes were fucking angry if they're eating these things.
Well,
Guys,
so
I
they
just
are
had a
drugs.
thought.
What?
I
Aye.
think we might have been lied to. What if the person we were looking for was the person that said that they saw her go down here, like in disguise?
What?
Well, I
Considering
mean,
there's absolutely no other signs we're down here, but well, I'll be with you in a minute. I'll harvest some things over here. And I'll
Do we
just-
recognize these dead bodies?
You recognize that those are bodies in humanoid shapes. And now that the battle has weighed down, you actually have a moment to think about the fact that this is hidden under the dump.
like they're dumping bodies. There were failures, maybe.
What is this? Can Jane tell what this gross, nasty splatter mess is?
Roll nature for me.
Oh lord.
How many shrooms does Swabi get then?
Roll 2d12.
There's a whole
Nine-
stack of skulls over here and some weird gross stuff that I don't know what it is.
You get 19 shrooms. And Jane, with that check, that it looks like a boulder or something large fell on top of that creature over here, and most of its insides are now outside on the floor.
Okay. Okay. I see a shroom over here. Can I have it?
You can harvest it if you like, sure. You don't know if it's a psychic shroom, but sure. But Swavi, you definitely know yours for sure. You have 19 psychic shrooms. You found like the cache of them over there.
What about- What are these? Are these penny noodles on the floor?
That's a
Okay,
tangle of
that's-
vines. Oh, that in specific. Roll investigation to see if you can tell what that is. Jane, those are bullet casings. Like from a machine gun that was maybe sat there mounted and rested for a while like 100 bullets were fired into a certain direction.
What's this powdery stuff here? I know what that
Gunpowder,
is.
perhaps.
Okay.
It smells explosive.
GM,
Yes.
as Swavi may or may not, due to his prior career, come into contact with these sorts of things before, would Swavi or I be able to know what exactly the shrooms do, like what they do stats-wise?
Potentially, yeah. I don't know if he's had these exact, because these are unique to this planet, but he's definitely had something similar. I think he could maybe... Let's see. Yeah, he could know. I'll get that information to you outside of session, what they do.
Alright, cool.
And actually, that's an excellent place to stop for this week. You will find that out next time on the Velocity of Ping.
I'm sorry for drawing attention to it. No.
No, that's perfect. That's good timing because we want to be on time. Thank you, everybody, so much for being here. Thanks, everybody, for playing and being wonderful. As usual, we like to close out the game by going around and everybody saying a little bit about them. So, normally I pick on Lorcas, but since they're not there today, Jane, we'll go ahead and start with you.
Oh, God. My name is Cassandra, or Stab, or Getting Stabbed, or Stabby Wabby, or whatever. I enjoy naps and naps. I enjoy stormy weather, and I like knitting and snacks.
All wonderful things to enjoy when you're not traveling through space and time. Thank you so much for being our Jane. Next up, St. Hills, aka Nareth.
Hello. Don't know if there was a difference for you guys, but the thing was in the wrong spot there. My name is St. Hills. I am the player of Nareth, who has been unfortunately unable to be joined for the past couple of weeks, but now that all of my life has stopped being the chaos of everything that's been, I am now able to be here more often, so hopefully I will not vanish for the foreseeable future, so I'm excited to be here.
Yay, we're so happy to have you back. We love Nareth. Thank you for being them for us. And last but not least, Suave, Katie Beldy.
Hello. I'm Caitlin, from Scotland originally, currently all still up there after graduating recently. Whoop whoop. I go online almost everywhere as Katie Beldy, except for Twitch because I don't really use it to stream anything. That's like the one place I use a different username. So sorry if anyone in the chat's confused when I say hi. But yeah, Katie Beldy. I'm under Katie Beldy Music on YouTube, where you can listen to the entire soundtrack I made for this game for free, with more updates to eventually come at some point in the future.
Thank you very much, Suave, our Katie Beldy. We appreciate and love everything you do for the stream. Last but not least, I'm Void Egg. I'm the GM. I make some maps, I tweet some things. I'm Void Egg over on Twitch and Twitter, but I don't really go live on Twitch unless it's here. I play D&D as a player twice a week, and I DM once here. And yeah, I focus a lot on tweeting about mental health and body positivity on my main, so if you're interested in those sorts of things, feel free to follow me. I love you all to pieces. Thank you so much for being here, and I cannot wait to play again next week.
Eee.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you, GM, and thank you, chat.
Thank you, chat, for being here. As always, we love you so much. Mwah.